Hey guys, J-Man here in the Phantom Zone. Ooh, sorry I was a little late there, having some minor tech issues. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Could not be reached. What's going on? So we're gonna keep it pretty loose. We do have a lot to talk about actually. I guess there's still like Thor: Love and Thunder, the trailer. I rewatched Eternals today. What else? We got Moon Knight. We got The Flash. We got Superman and Lois. The death of the Justice League. And we have Neil Adams, of course, to talk about, which I was trying to get together some sort of package to show everybody, but it just really it wasn't. I just couldn't get it together in time. So I'm trying to find like something that I could show. I guess we could look at some of the Neil Adams art here. Let me see if I can share my screen. There we go. I mean, like for me, it's really like, yeah, the Green Arrow stuff. Like Batman is the big one, I think, for me. I don't know what it is for everybody else. I would probably say that Neil Adams could draw anybody. You like, if you had any character from DC or Marvel, like he could just draw. So my memories always go to Batman. I don't know if that was the most popular thing that he did because I'm not someone who really paid a lot of attention to the names that were in the comics. Like I was a kid, I just wanted to read the stories and see what Batman was up to. I wasn't thinking too much about who's the creator. So unless it was like a Stan Lee or something or a Jack Kirby where it was like really out there, I didn't know too many names. But Neil Adams is a name that did come up so many times. And I'm trying to think of like what are some famous. Maybe let's look at some famous art and see what we got here. Like this here is in my signature. Where's a better picture? Like right there. I actually have that in my signature when I type emails at my job. I've got this Batman picture. I would say Neil Adams and Jim Aparo are like the two Batman artists that are kind of the people that I think of. I also like Garcia. His stuff is awesome. Garcia Lopez. But yeah, Neil Adams Batman. Like it's really tough. What do you think? Okay. Oh wow, that's great. Yeah, and I don't know why. That's not really that much, but for some reason, I think Batman. I don't know why that is. I just don't know why that's what I think of. Maybe because I've seen, and this is when I chose this image, I wasn't even thinking about Neil Adams. I was just thinking about Batman, and I thought, what's a good Batman picture to have as in my signature? Um, and this was the one. Yeah, here's like one of the sets. So really, that's not a heck of a lot of issues. But I just felt like for whatever reason he could draw anybody. Um, let's see, Garcia Lopez. Like this is awesome. Like I mean that's just like right there. Or if we do maybe superpowers. Did he do all the superpowers drawings? Yeah, X Men. That's like one of my things too. So yeah, maybe it's just like superpowers. Like look at that. I like that where it's like the cape is like more of a V. But yeah, Neil Adams. So how old? Let's see how old was he? So 80 years old. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome stuff. So yeah, here you go. We can go through some of his things here. Oh, Dead Man, that's awesome. Oh yeah, that's a cover everybody knows. I mean, let's go to his bibliography. There's going to be 4 million things here. Holy shit! Look at this. DC Action. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at all that. I was a big Action Comics guy too. Variant covers for that. Brave and the Bold. So what are some of the later ones here? 2018. So Marvel. Incredible Hulk stuff. Yeah, so there's just like a ton of stuff. Like he's like a, yeah, the toy package are. I've got a lot of the Superpowers figures I kept in the packaging. Okay, let me get this in right here. I'm just gonna send an invite. Arkham wanted to come on, so I just want to get his information up here. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's awesome. He's awesome. I never got a chance to meet him. I know a lot of people did meet him. I believe he did come to a convention, and I just missed out on it or something. I don't remember what happened. So yeah. All right, so let's talk about the death of Justice League. I think Arkham wants to talk about the death of Justice League, so I'm just gonna wait for him to come on. I don't know who read it out there. I read it. I felt that it was like kind of, a little disappointing in how they all got killed. It's just they all get killed on one page. Maybe I'll go grab the issue. Uh, oh, cool, cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, so Justice League number 75, that was the death of the Justice League. It all happened very fast. I don't know if they really even led up to anything in previous Justice League issues because I wasn't reading Justice League at the time. But I found it to be really disappointing. Like, basically, the villain, Pariah, I think was his name, it's going to be another Crisis thing. So it's Dark Crisis now. And, like, literally, like, the Justice League show up and they attack, and there's a fight, and it's not too bad. And then Green Arrow does a cool thing. Like, he has, like, a cool shot. He's like, yeah, I'm saving the damn day, and boom, he hits the machine and, it, blows it up. And then Doomsday comes and just, like, smashes the crap out of him. And you're like, okay, yeah, Doomsday smashing Green Arrow would definitely do the trick. But everyone else was very, very boring. He just like literally zaps them all, and I'm thinking like, okay, you just zapped like so it's like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman just get zapped by this ray or whatever, and they're just disintegrated, and you're just like, why is this happening? Like, could they not have done anything? And like, why is Batman and DW pointed this out on my video? Why is Batman surviving equally as long as Wonder Woman and Superman? Like, really, shouldn't everyone be taken out, and then Superman is the last one standing, and then he kind of falls? It's just It's almost like they just ran out of time, or they just didn't care. They're like, oh, yeah, we better kill them off. Hurry up, we're running out of pages. Like, oh, okay. So I don't know. It was just really kind of like a bit boring for me. So we'll see what everyone else says. Steve's going to be a little late tonight, and Sean's coming on as well, I believe. So we'll see what their takes on it are. I don't know. This week, I'd vote for not carrying it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, if you need it, I can loan it to you in But yeah, I don't think they cared very much. So we got well, Arkham Gaming is on here. Let's get Arkham in the chat. Hey, how's it going, man?
Good.
Hey, okay, so the death of the Justice League. We were just talking about that. The first like half of the comic I thought was really good, and then they just all get disintegrated. I thought that's kind of boring. I thought each character would die in a cool way. Like when Green Arrow pulls the arrow out and he's like, "I'm saving the damn day as usual," and he shoots the machine, and then Doomsday like just like smashes him. I thought, oh shit, that's pretty cool. But then everyone else just gets zapped. I thought, well, that's it. Like it would have been cool for each character to die in a cool way, doing
Like a
something.
different way or something like that?
Right, a different way. It's like it's like this guy just disintegrated them all. I'm thinking, oh, okay, that's it. Like, and then I mean, so if that disintegration thing was so strong, wouldn't Batman be instant vaporized? Like they're all getting vaporized at the same amount of time. It's like, yeah, but Superman is way stronger than Batman. Like wouldn't it wouldn't Batman just instantaneously disappear? And then Superman, like wouldn't it be harder
I know
to
you
kill
see like
Superman?
I know you see like the progress of how they disintegrate. It's like remember it's similar to I think I guess like the best I could say, probably Christ. Remember when Flash runs so fast and those panels you see him slowly disintegrate and save the whole multiverse and everything
Right,
like that.
right.
It's similar to those panels. Like
See if we can find
I
it.
I did
I've got the
oh
comic. I can go get the comic out of my box. I just put it away. I don't know why I did that. I should have kept it. I should have kept it. But hold on. Let's like Death of Justice League. Now, were you reading Justice League before the death? Like, did you read issue 74 and all that?
yeah, like I like
Was there
them.
build? Was there build up to it or?
Yeah, there was build up.
Okay,
Like
so here you go. Here's kind of what it is.
and then open another tab and do the crisis and you can see the it looks very similar like the flash death flash
Yeah, like this.
so some similar to that
Yeah.
like I knew what they were going for. I understand where it come from. He'll instantly do in incinerate and I agree with you
Hey,
but
Truth.
I agree with you but I think they're doing like some like a similar like how they disintegrate like they slowly get old and then they get like then they eventually disintegrate like
Yeah, like
I not
Wouldn't Batman instantaneously vaporize and then it would take longer to kill Superman, right? Like,
I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just
yeah.
how they do it. Like
I just wanted it. It should have been everyone got killed in a cool way or a different way. Like that was the whole point. Like it
yeah,
should have been like, okay, like when Green Arrow got nailed, I was like, okay, if Doomsday like punched Green Arrow into the friggin' ground, like Green Arrow's dead. Okay, I got that makes sense. And maybe this guy's got some special ray that can disintegrate Wonder Woman or
I
whatever. Like
like
they could have done. It could have been like Batman's running around trying to do stuff and then he gets killed and Superman tries to like it was just like it's almost like they're like guys we only have like 2 or 3 pages left. Hurry up and die. And you're like okay disintegrate disintegrate disintegrate. You're like okay. You know what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
saying
Like
it was the best, but overall it was still good for it's still a good comic. Like I still really liked it.
yeah, I don't like. I need it to be more excite. Like it's like you're okay. I'm not sure who said this. Maybe it could not be reached. Knows there's a I don't know I don't know who was it. Was it Jack Kirby? But somebody said he goes when I'm making a comic,
Yeah.
my budget is just a pencil and a piece of paper. I can do anything. I can blow up a universe, right? Because it's just a pencil and paper that I whatever I draw. So you need to be more creative. In a movie, like if you're doing a movie, it's budget and there, you have to get effects people and there has to be practicality. But like it's a comic book. Like you could have made they could have made this 10 extra pages and have every character have 1 page of like an awesome death or something.
Yeah, I agree. But like
Did the Dark
overall,
Army include any Batman villains? Yeah, was there Batman villains in the Dark Army?
was there
Oh,
like
for Christ! Okay, it's gonna take me 2 seconds. It's right here. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Let me just get it. Hold on.
oh did you hear about Neil Adams? Did you hear about Neil Adams?
Okay, my
Oh, did
bad.
you hear about Neil Adams?
Oh yeah, yeah, we were just talking about it earlier, man. Neil Adams, and I use what and Neil Adams drew this picture of Batman that I use as my signature when I send emails at work.
Yeah,
So he,
it's kind of sad. I always wanted to meet him, but I wasn't able to.
yeah, I couldn't get, I didn't, I almost had the chance at one point, and then something happened, I just couldn't. So here's the death of Justice League.
I do like the cover. I like
I
the
like the
cover
cover.
where
Yeah, yeah, where it opens up and it's like,
yeah, it's like
look,
and
that's
you.
the death of J Man. Yeah. Hey, did you notice this on the cover though? This is not the costume that Batman is wearing in this comic.
Oh, I know. It's the new costume that he gets in what is it? I think it's Detective Comics or like the other like it's the oval symbol, right?
Yeah, yeah, which is the symbol that I like. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, the new
so
one.
we have Darkseid, Doomsday. Is that Ares? I can't tell.
I just show it. I can probably
Can you
picture.
tell who everybody is? Hold on, I'll make myself full screen.
Okay. Dark Side, Doomsday. I forgot what.
This is Ares up here, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's Ares.
Who's that? Who's that?
Which one? The guy with the purple eyes and the staff thing.
Yeah, who is that?
I'm not sure. I forgot the guy's name. Who's the guy with the green outfit and everything like that? I forgot his name.
I don't know. Could not be Eclipso or Trigon. I don't know. Do I
Yeah, it
see
could
it?
be Eclipso because
It
like
could
you
be
know when
Eclipso. Yeah.
Eclipso has those um eyes and stuff like that.
You know who's
What?
gonna know is Sean. Sean will know. Sean will know. I
Yeah,
think he's gonna be late today coming on.
yeah.
Green Lantern shows up with like a cool armada of guys. So that's kind of neat.
I do like
This is cool.
the idea. Yeah. I really liked I think that's Spectre and stuff like that.
This okay. So here's Green Arrow getting nailed. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
So up until this page, I was like, you know what? This isn't too bad. It's kind of neat. And then it's like, okay, they're pissed off. All right, here we go. They're pissed off. And then it's like disintegration, and you're like, okay, that's it. This is it. So this is about, I don't know what page this is, but it's just, let's say 3/4 in, and it's just like disintegration.
I
Oh, I
think
got
that
a
was
link. Hold on. Could not be reached. Send me a link. Let's see. It's gonna tell. Is that gonna tell me who everybody is? I gotta open up my. I have like a million tabs open here on this computer. Let's see. Army. All right. So let's see who we got. Darkseid, Doomsday, Eclipso. Yep. Empty Hand. Uh, Gonthet. I don't know who that is. Hera. High Father. Necron. Okay. So yeah, Pariah. That's the main villain. Neuron.
Pariah.
Okay.
That's what his name was.
Pariah is
Pariah's
the
the.
main. Pariah is the main guy in control of this.
I just forgot his name. I knew
Yeah.
who he was, but it's like sometimes it's hard. Like I read so many comics and it's hard to remember all the names.
Dude, you know how many things I'm reading right, because I read old comics and new comics. So I mean, my iPad is like, I also read stuff like I read Heavy Metal Magazine, which is like the fantasy stuff. I also read I read every X-Men book because that's what I review for my channel. What else am I reading? And I pick up like shit like what else did I get? Sheena, Jungle Queen. So I've been reading Sheena. There's like so many things. Hey Tony, what's going on?
And I'm also reading. What is it called? The new Tom King run. I think it's. Are you reading the new Tom King run with Batman? I think it's
What
Batman.
title is it?
Let me get it.
Hold on, let me get my iPad. It's right here. Okay, so let's take a look here. I'm
I
reading
didn't
Action
figure out.
Comics, Amazing Spider-Man, Scott
Killing time.
Batman.
Killing time.
Hey, Masked Panther,
I
doing
forgot
pretty
the.
good.
But Killing time's pretty good. Um, It's
Wait, what did you say you're reading?
Killing Time, Batman
Okay.
Killing Time.
Oh, I know. I haven't got that yet. Maybe I'll get it.
It's really good. Um, it's like the reintroduction. Like I would say he's in the middle of his year of Batman, and no one knows these criminals like Kill Croc, the Riddler, or anything like that. That looks cool.
Sheena is awesome. This is a great. Sheena's a great comic, and the covers are amazing. And like the interior, like this was the issue one cover. Oh, you can't really tell on the iPad, but like it's a drawing. Like it looks so good. Like it looks like and they've even got covers where they've got like a human person portraying the character as well. Oh, let's bring in our next guest. Hey Steve, how's it going?
It's going. How are you?
Good. Did you read Death of the Justice League or no?
After everyone was slamming it, I thought I could waste my time on better things.
Oh well, no. It's not. Look, we were just talking about it. The first like three, let's say 75% of it, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yep.
And then everyone just gets disintegrated, and you're just like,
Yep.
oh.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing from your review. It was
Yeah.
like, and Sean didn't have anything positive. Well, I shouldn't say he didn't have much positive anyway.
When has Sean had something positive to say? About anything?
Fair enough.
What was I'm gonna get a clip from 12 Angry Men where Jur what's his face? My
E.G.
favorite,
Marshall?
Not E.G. Marshall, my favorite guy. He's Jur number 3, I believe, right?
Okay, so someone listed all the characters.
Yeah. So yeah, could not be reached. Got them all. And where he goes, Lee J. Cobb is my favorite. And Lee J. Cobb is like, he goes, he's a tired old man. Half the time he was confused. How could he be positive about anything? I'm going to put that in for Sean. So Black Panther, is anyone reading Black? We have to ask Sean. I have not checked out Black Panther. I mostly get DC comics. I do read.
I always get DC comics.
We know that, Arkham. Well, Steve mostly gets DC, right? Do you get any Marvel comics, Steve, or no?
I read the latest Doctor Strange that you.
That I loaned you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't read that yet. I'm going to read it. I grabbed Amazing Spider-Man #1, the new one. I grabbed for Marvel. I grabbed Captain America, which got restarted. You know what? I like the Deadpool manga. I got Elektra 100, which was a special issue. I got The Woman Without Fear, which is Elektra's thing. I also grabbed Hell Sonia. So not Red Sonia. You know Red Sonia, right?
Yeah.
But it's called Hell Sonia. Check this out. See if you can tell on my iPad what.
Oh shit! Who did that?
I don't know who did it's. I can't read. I can't. But the covers are amazing. Maybe I'll open it up in. I'll open it up in League of Comic Geeks.
Did you also hear the news with? I think it's like I know not a lot of people are fans of CW. They canceled like 2 shows.
Yeah. Finally, the shows have been canceled. That Legends of Tomorrow was dying a horrendous, slow death of hell. What a great series. 2 seasons. I was like, this is one of the best shows. And then it just instantaneously got garbage.
Wait, which one was the second season? Was that the one with the Reverse Flash?
Yeah, it's Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom. So,
yeah, that's the only one. Like, I only like the first and second season. I really like the Legion of Doom. Then other than that, I didn't like a lot of it.
Garbage.
At least Legends Tomorrow had at least 2 good seasons, but that woman
had 0 good seasons.
0.
Mass Panther. Yeah, I am reading. I didn't go through everything. I am reading The Punisher. I read the first one. I got the second one. So go back. Black Panther. The last Black Panther I read, I want to say it's the Christopher Priest, but I'm not sure. They rebooted Black Panther. I want to say they keep the problem with Marvel is that they reboot these damn things so many times that I don't even know how to talk about it. Because I read Black Panther, they rebooted it, I want to say 10 years ago. in one of the reboots, and I was liking that, and then they canceled it or whatever, stopped it, and then rebooted it again. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I liked the Christopher Priest stuff, which had a lot of the cool art and everything like that. And I think my favorite Black Panther is Jack Kirby's Black Panther, where he's an adventurer. I like Black Panther when he's adventuring and going out and doing stuff. I don't like Wakanda Black Panther. Like, if he's just on Wakanda, I like when he's on his own going out adventuring. And we're going to talk about the Flash TV series, because this last episode was almost a perfect Flash episode. I was stunned. The last 3 still has a lot of garbage in it, but there's some good stuff. Steve, I'm very close to telling you, just start with this episode and just continue on and see where it goes.
Is that the one with Deathstorm?
Yeah.
Oh, like
that was pretty good.
I know Deathstorm from, I think it's Blackest Night, where and like it's not really Rami Rainey.
It's not Ronnie, no.
Not Ronnie. It's like it's an undead version of him that's like took it, like it's not like a fully adaptation of Blackest Night, but it's very close to it. And
it's the closest. I'll show it to you. So let's go. Okay, so Deathstorm DC. So this is the character, right?
He looks scary as hell.
Okay, so look at this. Deathstorm, The Flash, season 8. That's pretty damn good.
Did they get new writers on The Flash? What is this?
Like, Steve's like, what? No, honestly,
they're never close. This is ridiculous.
I know. I gotta say something. I'll say this, Steve, too. Honestly, I think something happened. About 3 episodes ago, I turned to my wife. I was like, "Hey, this isn't completely garbage." And then 2 episodes ago, I thought, "Hey, the Flash was right. He said don't do this, and it was the right answer, and they didn't listen to him, and then all this happened." I'm like, oh. And then I was like, wait a minute, the episode before that, Flash was the only hero who did anything. I was like, what's going on here? This episode, he's literally in the full Flash costume. You know that woman cop who took over for the Joe West?
The indigenous woman?
Yeah. Yo, dude. Somebody rewrote that character. She's awesome. She's my second favorite character. She's literally standing there in her office. She knows who Flash is. They've teamed up. She now calls him and she's like, Flash, we don't know what to do. We need your help. You're the old. And then he's like, I'm not sure. We're going to try to figure it out. And she's like, if this new Deathstorm character is so hard that even the Flash has trouble with him, we're in trouble. I'm like, she's just praising the Flash the whole time. And he's in the office in full costume. And then, hold on, he leaves. She goes up to the cops. She's like, okay, guys, Flash is going to take on the heavy lifting. We're going to have to support him. We're going to have to help the people. I'm like, is this happening right now? I'm like, the Flash is the best character. And I'm literally stunned. Just go on Netflix and watch just this latest one. It's like a different universe. And Caitlin's like, oh, I messed up and I caused all this. And I'm like, you did mess up. You didn't listen to Barry. You caused all this. I'm like, you're right. And then they're like, okay, we got to do something. I'm like, finally, Jesus Christ. It has been 3 seasons of Flash being the worst character.
I feel like they got new writers. They
must have.
Like, I don't know. I think the new guy got new writers or something.
I don't know. But, okay, look, in this episode, and Arkham, did you watch this latest one?
Yeah, I really liked it. Okay,
so look. Flash is working by himself, like he's in the cop's office, man. And he's like, okay, we're gonna team up. I'm like, this is all. And the episode before that, Flash and her were handcuffed with power dampening handcuffs, and he figured out a way to get out of them because he was so fast. You know.
What'd you think of, like? I know he's chasing Deathstorm and stuff like that, and he uses lightning to like.
Oh. He's got, so literally, yeah, okay, so, yeah. He's literally running, and his new boots can do this absorption thing. So he runs, and he shoots lightning, and then jumps off the lightning, shoots it again, jumps off it again, so he can, like, run up into the air, and he's flying up. I'm like, What happened?
He's platforming
He's
with his own
platforming
lightning.
his own lightning.
Platforming.
He's platforming. And I thought somebody sat and thought this. I'm like, wow. I don't know what happened. I gotta tell you honestly, Ezra Miller needs to go. Grant Gustin should just be the Flash. He's the only reason.
Yeah.
He's really the only reason that I've stuck with it for all this time. That Alexa or Esperanza or whatever, she's garbage. That Caitlyn is garbage, right? Like Ice, whatever. Frost is okay because she's got powers.
Kill
She's
Frost.
okay. Killer Frost is okay. You know that Chunk or whatever his name is, Runk or whatever. Like he's okay.
He's
I guess.
okay. Like I'm
He's
not
okay. I
like
got nothing against him.
I'm not mad at him. I've had problems with Cecilia lately because
Oh, I can't stand her. Oh, she wasn't that bad in this one either. Something happened with her too. She's like, Barry, you were right. She's like, we should do this. I'm like, wait, she's saying Barry's right for once. I'm like, I've never heard her say that ever.
And I think you also have Iris and everything with that.
Oh, I like Iris.
Iris has always been good.
I like Iris. I have no problem with Iris. There's some cool stuff happening with her. Oh, Iris's friend, Dibney's girlfriend. I can't stand that woman. She needs to go. Fired.
I think it's
Natalie Dreyfus. What's her name?
I think it's interesting where she has like this time sickness where like she's like going in like different like
Yeah, it's like she's phasing or whatever.
yeah she's phasing and she doesn't know where she's gonna end up next and then what was his name the guy has the that's healing her has the time
now, right? Because
Yeah.
he's getting in contact with her. Yeah. So don't get me wrong, Steve. There's still last episode there was about 30% garbage, but there was 70% good. That's the highest ratio we've ever had at least in like 3 or 4 seasons.
3 or 4 seasons, yeah.
Like Grant Gustin's always good, but now he's in the full proper Flash costume with the yellow boots. I want the yellow boots. It's the full proper Flash. And he's teamed up with the cops. Iris is good. That lady cop is good. I don't know her name, but Lady Cop is like one of my favorites. She's great. I don't know her. I don't know the names. I don't. If someone can tell me, I'll try to remember it.
I don't remember her name either.
Me neither. But I just call her Lady Cop because she was a shit character when she started, but she transformed in the last 2 or 3. Soon as somebody says to the superhero, "You're the best," and we need your help. Then they become good characters because the hero is who I'm watching it for. I'm watching it for the Flash. Flash should win, right? Flash should save the day. Now, if he doesn't save the day or he loses, it's because Deathstorm is super powerful. So Flash, needs to better himself to beat him. I'm okay with that. What I don't like is where the other team members say that Flash sucks, but they're useless. It's like Esperanza or whatever her name is, Alexa. I think it's Alexa. She's like, oh, you Barry, you're da-da-da. It's like, why are you talking to me? Like, who are you? You don't do anything. Like,
yeah, especially when it's obvious that, this is not like Jiminy Cricket and Pinocchio,
right?
Where Jiminy Cricket is giving sound advice and Pinocchio just isn't following it.
Right.
This is.
I think it's getting better because the season's ended.
Yeah,
like,
I guess so, yeah.
like the show's ending at season 9, so like I guess like what's his name? David Zaslav got probably good writers and stuff like that just to get at least 2 good seasons.
It's been renewed.
Yeah, no, like it's get renewed for season 9. Like
yeah. Okay.
But I think season 9's the ending point. I don't think it's gonna go on 10 or 11 or 12. I don't see.
I thought the same about Supernatural at season 10. I'm like, it can't continue past then, and it ended at season 15.
It's always possible it could. We just have to see how much they gain their audience back. Like,
well, so there's something that no one's talking about, which is the possibility that the TV Flash will become more popular if the movie Flash doesn't do as well, because then they'll be like, we want a good Flash thing. We're not getting it with the movie. We'll watch the TV show.
Yeah, Steve, you're right. Look, look, Ezra Miller, man. Look, I don't know this person. He's troubled, right? He's in a lot of trouble. I don't know, he might be a really good person. There's just some bad situations. I don't know. Yeah. But the problem is that it's over. Like Grant Gustin seems very squeaky clean. He seems like a company man. Like, yeah, I'm gonna, and he seems like he's like, yeah, I'll be the Flash. Like I'm gonna do something, So they need to
Like we don't
they
know
need to get
anything
rid of
about
him.
we don't know anything about these celebrities, but I don't think
No.
like Grant Gustin ever like did anything in public or anything like
No.
that. But
And
like
they
he,
could
he
use Iris. They could use the same. They can use Barry and Iris from the TV show. Like if okay, I understand if you don't want to have Caitlyn and all these, don't have those people. But those two can be in the movie. Like they
yeah.
can be in a movie. I'm okay with the two of them
Or
being in
just
it.
like I don't know what they're gonna do, but I have a feeling because I have a lot of time. So like because like I know like the new guy in charge making huge changes. Like I know from now they're gonna be selling the game division of the game
Right.
division of DC. The three competitors is Sony, Xbox, like Microsoft or EA, and one of those companies is gonna get Warner Brothers Montreal games. Like they're gonna get all the characters to do the games.
Huh.
Maybe we'll get another Arkham game now.
Yeah, but yeah, like I think a lot of I think these changes are good. Like a lot of good changes are happening with DC.
Like this is
Like
back to Hell Sonya. Check out the like some of these like covers are. So this is where they get a real person. They have multiple covers, so this is a real person in makeup, right? But then they've
that
got
was cool.
like they've got just like the art or whatever. It's pretty neat. Um, yeah, so I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Steve, what comics are you reading, Steve?
What comics am I not reading?
While you're reading like what detective action.
Detective, Ring Detective, The Batman or Batman, Robin, the Joker.
What about Killing Time?
No,
Oh, that's pretty good.
Killing
I can get
Time.
it. I can get
Yeah,
those.
Killing Time's very good. Like,
Okay.
I know it's
Okay.
from Tom King, but like, I read that like Tom
No.
to me like Tom King's fine. Like people over exaggerate with him, but uh, the two comics that I've read are pretty good. It's like I would
Which
say
one?
it's somewhat of a reinvention, somewhat of Batman, because like this is this story is where Gotham is just getting introduced to Killer Croc, Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman. Like you're getting introduced these villains for the
Oh,
first
it's this
time.
miniseries. I mean, Steve, if you want it, I can. We can get it if you want. I mean, I wouldn't mind checking it out just for the shit of checking it out.
Okay.
But are you
A lot,
reading? Wait, hold on, Steve. What else? What else were you reading? What
I
would you say?
checked out Batman Beyond.
Yeah,
Um,
which one?
there's the Beyond, and there's the Beyond the White Knight or something, right?
Not
Yeah,
Beyond the White Knight, just normal Beyond.
So let me see here. Hold on, yeah, because there's two, right?
yeah.
Um, is that it for Batman, or is there still more? Yeah,
No,
there's Beyond the
there's
White
more.
Knight, and oh no,
Wow.
Batman Beyond Neo. There's Neo Year. Yeah, that's what that
Neo,
must be.
yeah, Neo.
Did you
Year.
read that one, Steve?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't read that yet,
It's
but
It's
pretty
I,
pretty.
good.
It's
it's
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
Like I like this idea where Terry McGinnis is all alone,
Yeah,
all alone, and he's the official Batman. He has no help or anything like that, and he's the protector of Gotham, and he has there is no like Bruce Wayne or anything like that. It's like he is Batman, and he has to um, step up for Gotham. And
that's exactly what it was.
I like that premise. Like, don't get me
Mm.
wrong, I don't mind like Bruce Wayne as a mentor, but I do like this idea where they took it in different direction and they eliminated that equation, and you have to see Terry step up to become the Batman with no help or anything.
Did are you reading Task Force Z and all
Yeah,
that in Suicide Squad, Steve? Yeah, okay.
Suicide Squad. I'm almost ready to give up on, only because they're doing too many crossovers. So I read the one, And then I read the next one. It seemed there was this entire thing that happened, and I didn't see it. And I'm like,
Right.
guys, if you're going to do that, if you're going to make me read like 8 comics to get the story, like, it's one thing to like. So I'll give you an example: Fear State.
Right.
So Fear State, you could read the core series and get it. You
Right.
didn't
Yes.
need to read the rest.
Right. Right.
You could read the rest, and I did read the rest to get more stuff, but I didn't need to read it. If you're going to make me read 8 books to get the story, I'm not gonna. I'm going to drop you.
So are you okay? So are you read because Shadow War is pretty good. Are you doing Shadow
Oh,
War?
Shadow War's good.
Shadow Wars, which one?
So Shadow War. Okay, there was one issue that was just by itself, which was called Alpha.
Alpha. Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
Okay, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was
Then it speeds up to like the Batman comics. I think it's
Yeah. And it's
the
Batman issue something.
No, like it like in the covers it says part 2, part 3 on the bottom and stuff like that. I think
hold on, let me find out.
I think it's the Detective Comics, like but it says on the bottom. And
It's
I'm
not
really
on Detective Comics.
it's not. I think it's on the regular Batman.
I think it's on Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
So
Then
so
I'll
Shadow.
read it.
Yeah. So Alpha. So Shadow War Alpha. That was the first thing. The second thing will be in Batman, I think, because I read No, did Batman come out? When did Batman just come out? Hold on, let me.
Detective just came out.
Yeah, I'm actually behind on this Detective and the one before that. I'm 2 behind on Detective Comics.
Yeah, I'm
Let me go to
enjoying
League of
Detective a
Comics.
lot, which is like saying, I like pizza. Like,
Yeah, you like Yeah, I always like Detective Comics.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at okay, so let me go to the. Okay, so let me see what's the because this is the site you got to go to because this tells you what's going on.
yeah.
Do
Otherwise,
you
I
have
don't
to
know.
make an account?
No, you don't. Okay,
Okay.
so let's see here. Oh yeah, Robin, I picked this up already.
Robin is awesome, man.
Yeah, I've got all of these. Yeah, I've got this. I got this. I got this. I don't get Thor. I got Spider-Man. Robin, I got.
I
Valkyrie.
really like the Dark Knight Steel. It's pretty good.
Oh, hey Arkham, are you reading this? Are you a Ninja Turtles person
Um,
or not
I
really?
haven't read this, but like
Oh,
I
it's
like
so
the Ninja.
good.
I haven't. I like Ninja Turtles. It's pretty. I like them.
So, do you know what Last Ronin's about or no?
No.
Okay. Oh, Sean, I didn't do your intro. Hold on. Sorry, dude. Let me do your intro. Okay. There you go. Okay, so Last Ronin is 3 of the Ninja Turtles. It's the future, and 3 of the Ninja Turtles are dead, and only one is left alive. And I guess who it was before I even read it because I had a good feeling of why, and I had reasons why. So he's alone, and he uses all their weapons, and he has a black. He doesn't have any colored bandanas. He has a black one, and he's fighting like Shredder's like grandkid or something. And like Casey and April have a kid and all that, and it's awesome. But the other turtles are kind of ghosts and they kind of talk to him. So I really like it a lot. I think
That sounds
genius.
interesting.
It's and it's done. It's only the 5 issues, but it's said to be continued at the end of number 5. So I don't know what's going on with that. I really like it a lot. I got Punisher. I got Batman White Knight. I got this one.
Did you like White Knight? Like
I didn't read it yet.
You should.
Now that's number 2. What was number 1? There was a number 1?
There's a number 1, yeah.
Yeah, there's number 1, then there's number 2. I like.
I got these 2.
I do recommend because like White Knight is a very popular story, so like they're gonna be connecting stories from like the past stories that they've done. So like if you haven't read like White Knight, Curse of the White Knight, then Harley Quinn of the White Knight, it's gonna be trouble to understand.
Oh God, I can't read all
Okay,
of
that's
those.
good to know. Thanks.
Yeah, I can't read all of those. That's too much.
Yeah, that's gonna be like as soon as you say Harley Quinn, I'm kind of like I'm not done, but I'm not. I tried her comic out. I wasn't a fan.
Oh no,
There you
not
go.
like Harley Quinn. There's a like Harley Quinn White Knight that's
Like
connected.
specifically White Knight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tied in. Like it has
Okay.
Batman and everything like that.
Okay.
Like it's like a connectivity. So like you have the first, second, third, then you have like this new White Knight that connects everything.
Okay.
Well,
Thanks.
because The next Batman issue is Shadow War Part 5.
5.
I love the covers with Shadow War.
Why is
Yeah.
there an Omega already?
What?
So hold on a second. What's the Shadow War?
Shadow War Zone.
This is Shadow War Zone. Okay, so hold on.
Is that? Click on the cover. I want to see the cover.
Hold on.
It looks so cool.
This is next week's. So this is next week's.
1, 2, 3. It
comics.
says
And it's
Shadow War Part 5.
Continued from Robin 13 and Deathstroke Inc. Okay, well,
Oh,
Robin
God.
13 I'll definitely read.
That's Prometheus.
Oh,
Yeah. So you didn't read Robin, right, J-Man?
Not yet. I've got it, though.
I read it.
So, yeah, they already allude to what's happening.
So let me see what happens. Okay, hold
This
on.
is gonna be another big event.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like Fear State somewhat. If like you have like all these like leading into like this kind of big kind
Alright,
of
so I'm going to
event.
tell you what they are now, and we can take notes on this. Hold on. Well, I'll tell you what it is right now.
I take notes.
No shit. I just asked my comic book guy just to put everything down for
Anything
Batman.
that says Shadow War, you're like, put it away, right?
Yeah, just put on side. Just everything that has a DC label, just put it down.
Okay.
Okay, so hold on. Part 3.
So Batman
see,
122 was
I
part
read that.
2.
I read this already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Let me see. Yes, this was awesome.
I-
Okay,
Yeah.
so the next one is Deathstroke.
We need
Inc.
Deathstroke 8.
So hold on, and it's Deathstroke Incorporated number 8.
I have 8. I think
You have
8
it?
came. Yeah.
Okay, so I got to write this in on my comics list. Hold on.
Yeah. Keep
Yeah.
track of it.
Yeah.
Christ. Like,
Yeah.
I have to start taking notes for Christ's sakes. Okay, so
Get
first
the
was
spreadsheet
Shadow,
up, J-Man. Get the spreadsheet up.
Shadow
Yeah.
War Alpha, right? That was part 1. Part 2
Oh,
was
I think-
Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
122. What was it?
It was 122.
122.
Then it was Deathstroke Inc. number 8.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hold on. Deathstroke
And then it's Robin number 13 is part
Inc.
4.
8.
Doesn't next week come out? I think next week is I know we got Justice League issue 75 with the Dark Army. I think the Dark Army issue 1 comes out next week.
Oh, wait,
am
no,
I
it was
wrong?
it was Deathstroke 8, then Batman 120, then Batman.
Yeah.
So I missed Deathstroke Inc. And I
Yeah,
read
to read-
Batman 122.
That's it.
So and
You
then
have to read that.
Robin 13. So that's part 3.
And then
Deathstroke
it will
is
be
part
Batman 123 will be part 5.
And you also have a big reveal.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Batman 122 was part 2. Sorry, then
Yeah.
Deathstroke. Sorry, okay.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
yeah. You have to label them.
Jesus. Deathstroke.
That's why Arkham says just put aside all DC. He'll get it. It's got to be in a DC book somewhere.
Yeah, like I just don't put everything down because like it's easier that way.
It's hard to keep track. When I was trying to keep track of Fear State, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Robin
Like
13.
like the Batman events are huge. Like
Yeah.
this is I feel like this is gonna be similar to Fear State. It's gonna
Fear
be
State,
huge, a huge event.
But the hilarious thing is that if you don't read Robin, you're not going to understand Respawn and all those guys. You'll be like, what the hell,
Yeah,
what the hell are these guys doing here?
You're not gonna understand Respawn.
Okay, and then Deathstroke.
I'm surprised, like 30 years on, they're still doing this. Like this 30 comic, because like everyone complained back then,
Yeah.
like probably before Arkham was born, and here we are, like complaining about the same thing. I don't know why they still do this. You know,
I guess it's because
it's for the
they
money,
want-
but it doesn't really work. You know,
Well, it works for Arkham. He's
people
buying
who
it
wanna
all.
follow it.
Look at this. Oh, Shadow War Omega 1. Is that the end of it?
That should be the end, I would think.
or Omega should. Yeah,
I'm not sure about that. Like, I think after Fear State, when you had Fear State, didn't they go on after Omega?
They went on and like Batgirls continued on with that storyline.
Yeah, so this could be continuing similar like Fear State, and it could go
No, it's
beyond.
done. Omega's the last of it.
Okay.
Yeah, they usually do an alpha and an omega. Thank God
Is it-
they do that. Otherwise, you're like,
Is
when
it
the
a
hell
one
is
shot
this
or is it like a series?
What?
The
what?
Omega.
could not be reached.
No,
I
Omegas-
completely agree. I bought them in trades because I was like, I wouldn't have been
Yeah.
able to do No Man's Land.
Like the Death and Nightfall, they did that, but Death wasn't so bad. It was like 5 issues across different
Yeah.
titles. But then Nightfall was a bit more complex.
Convoluted. Yeah.
And then after that, all the Batman stuff like No Man's Land and stuff like that, like Contagion and all
No
that.
Man's Land was. I kept buying like the trades. I'm like, when the hell is this ending?
Yeah.
It was like 6 parts or something. It was
Never
crazy.
ending story.
And then there was Cataclysm, which I read was the earthquake. Cataclysm was the earthquake before No Man's Land.
Did they call it Bataclysm? I can't remember.
No. I
There's
don't
something
think
like Batquake or something. I dimly recall something like that.
Batnado.
Batnado, yeah. That's the next one. A tornado hits Gotham.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Then they're gonna eat me.
And they're gonna be eaten. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sorry, it's from Troll 2. Okay, so let's talk about Moon Knit.
Do we have to?
Yeah, do we really have to? Or
So I wonder.
You don't have to, but
I understand what they're doing. They don't want to give you Moon Knight.
They don't want to get. They don't want.
That's it.
No.
I'm done. I didn't have I'm done. I didn't have anything to follow that up with. They just don't want to give it to you. They put it on the poster and they said, "Look, it's on the poster. He's on the poster. What else do you want?
This
Can he be in the
entire-
show? No. Look,
how many episodes are left?
One.
one.
Moon
Did
Knight better
you
be in the
hear?
whole time. He better
Did
be
you-
the whole show.
Yeah, the one episode is gonna be. I think they said.
It's 43 minutes. It's the shortest one.
Oh wow.
No. I think it was rumored it was gonna be 2 hours.
I heard it's 43. So
I
I
got
thought it was gonna be long too, and then when I clicked on the article, it's like really it's record breaking because it's so short.
I gotta tell you, the person who wrote this loves Egypt. All it
I
is
love
about
Egypt
is about
too.
Egypt.
I
It's
love
about
Egypt
too.
Egyptian
I do.
mythology.
It's
I
funny
got-
because I'm sure they'll be like, oh, it's so good because he grapples with his past and all that stuff. But Peacemaker did exactly this and a lot better. It's
Yeah.
like you're with him all the time. You know it tortures him. He confronts his father. His father is not giving an inch. Like there's no reconciliation with that guy, and like it tortures him even more. And that's all good and enough, and in the background enough that you're enjoying the rest of it, and you feel for the guy. Here, it's like this entire freaking episode.
And you have a good writer, asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful, man. It's the same thing that he causes the death of his brother. It's the same thing.
Right.
And it's way better than Peacemaker.
Yep.
The hell is this?
And you know what? What a trash mom. Okay, so
Yeah,
hold on a second.
awful. She's
so
like kind of acting out of character because she looks so young. She's like, I'm
She's
gonna beat you
terrible.
with a belt now. It's like, okay.
I
So-
just
so
don't
hold on,
like
hold
the
on, hold
Disney.
on. Her mom. Okay, so the kid's blowing out the birthday candles.
Can't
hold
blow
on.
them all out. His dad even misses on his first shot.
So he's 8 years old or something when he's blowing the
I
candles.
can't
out,
remember.
right? So that means when he was 7 years old, the mother put a 7-year-old child in charge of a 5-year-old child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when the 5-year-old child died, she blamed the 7-year-old child.
Yep.
No. You know how that works? You're the parent. It's
Yeah.
your fault.
Yeah.
If she went on
I don't
Judge
get it. Yeah.
If she went on Judge Judy would have been like, open your listening ears. It's like,
Yeah.
you're the parent. You
Yeah.
cannot have a 7-year-old in charge of a 5-year-old.
Oh,
I
worst
read-
parents ever, obviously.
Like, I ran an escape room, right? And I had parents come in with kids. And they'd be like, oh, can they go by themselves? I'm like, no.
No. There's sharp edges and stuff.
They're 10.
Yeah.
They can't go by themselves. And it's like, can you supervise them? Sure. I'll supervise them. And then when they get hurt, you're not going to sue me? It's like, no, you're the parent. You supervise them.
Yeah.
If you break shit, I'm going to charge your card. Like, it's like I don't understand this. You can't put and then she's angry. It was so
Yeah,
bad.
it's the thing. The problem is, once again, they're pigeonholing things. It's like in Peacemaker. I'm gonna bring up Peacemaker again. In
That was a good
Peacemaker,
show.
you know the scenario is bad in the first place. It's like, why is the father having kids fight each other, right?
Right.
So like
Yeah.
he's irresponsible anyways, and you know that as a viewer. So it's like he's always been the bad guy, right? And you're like, Peacemaker, get him out of your head because it's his freaking fault all the way, right? Here, it's like it's kind of wishy-washy. The father
Right.
doesn't do anything,
Nope.
right? And it looks like the other Marvel weird shows. It's like they want you to feel for the mother, even though take a step back and it's exactly what you said, J-Man.
It's
like,
child abuse.
It's her freaking fault. It's not
child
her
abuse.
fault. Yeah.
It's-
Child
The
services,
Disney-
hello.
Yeah.
The Disney Plus shows aren't good in the beginning.
Yeah.
And the Disney Plus shows. Sean, are you wearing C-3PO?
I'm wearing Bespin Luke.
Oh, you're wearing Bespin Luke. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
I
Not Bespin Luke.
I just don't understand why people praise this. Like,
It's awful. Well, your
Like-
buddy Zack Snyder fanboy praised it, isn't he? Your buddy?
No, I believe Arkham said his taste for trash.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
In fact, I believe that was his name at one point. Zack
Zack-
Snyder fanboy's
Uh,
opinion is trash.
I don't want to make fun of people who aren't here,
No.
but that is funny. But
dates for trash.
that was funny. But we like Zack Snyder fanboy. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's all right. But yeah, that was funny. But oh my god. Okay, so I mean, Moon Knight. I mean, is there? Can it be? It can't be saved at this point because Moon Knight would have to be in the entire episode, but you can't because the last episode was awful. They've gotten worse because it's him
He's
running around.
only in it in 1 second this time when they show like how he became Moon Knight.
And
Yeah.
it's like, so what have we learned? My whole thing is, what have we learned?
Yeah.
So right, yeah. So
No,
at the
it's like
end of-
what is in it for these characters? That was my main thing all along.
Right.
If there's nothing in it for the characters, nothing in it for me. So I'm just watching them go through this script because go through script. I don't know why they're doing all of this, right? So now we're like, okay, we understand the connection of the characters. He's now shed his lifeboat personality. Spoilers, everyone, and if you're gonna watch it, and so now he's one complete whole, I guess, and now he's gonna go fight Ethan Hawke. I guess he has to go back into life because they're all dead now, and and then he has to fight Ethan Hawke. I don't know.
I
There
literally
is
don't know what's
something to
going
do
on.
now, but that's at like the nth hour of this episode, right?
I literally don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, was this not in his mind the whole time? Like, I just
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. You know what the problem
And
is?
then you had the hippo.
Yeah, that was bad. But no, here's what. Okay, do you remember that movie? I think Steve showed me that. Did you show me Identity, the one with all the?
I
Oh
did,
yeah, we
yeah.
also Identity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't. No, Steve showed it to me. I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You show it to me then.
Did I show it to you? Okay, yeah, it's
Probably.
possible.
Yeah.
So I like that movie. We're not talking about that movie, but what's happening in that movie is that there's multiple facets of this guy's personality.
Personality,
It's
yeah.
like that guy. What was that show? Herman's Head. Remember
Herman's Head, yeah.
Herman's Head.
No one's gonna know what that is, Jay.
Okay,
Man,
well,
but okay.
whatever. You and I will
It's
know.
like a Fox lunch show or something.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Okay,
Marblehead Mariner, all
so
that
he has
stuff.
different personalities, or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, but that movie is a mystery as to what's happening.
Mhm.
Right, this is a show that we know that Moon Knight's the real thing, and he's fighting these real characters. So the problem is that you're extending this crap for no reason. It's the same. It's the same thing as all these movies would have all this filler stuff which nobody cares about. It's like I just rewatched Eternals today.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You really
Yeah.
tortured yourself this
No,
weekend.
my
Freaking
wife.
Moon Knight Eternal. You know, on D Plus, when you finish Moon Knight, they always recommend Eternals.
Oh, they're
That's the only
okay.
thing. It's like you like this shitty Marvel thing, and what about this shitty Marvel thing?
Yeah, well, they want to give you one. They after one boring
They'll give
show
you Doctor
ends.
Strange or something. Yeah.
Yeah, when one boring show ends, they're like, here, watch a boring movie.
Why this boring shit? What about this other 2-hour boring shit? Yeah.
It's 2
anyway.
hours and 35 minutes. To
Oh
be
my
precise.
Christ! Yeah. Anyway,
Um,
And then J-Man popped in Superman Returns just to finish
just
himself
to
off.
kill, just to kill myself afterwards. And whoever said that the Batman was worse than Eternals, it needs to be beat up. That's a lie.
No, there's Batman in it, you know.
Yeah, no, like no. But the Eternals did look much better at home. I will say this. It looks better at home. It looks better at home.
Yeah.
So it definitely looks a lot better on my TV. And I have the 4K, but I don't have a 4K player. But I have a 4K TV. It out converts it, so it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It does look very good, and the sound is good on my TV. But the thing with that one is what I was going to say was that, again, you have all these things set up. It's like, but we know Ajax is dead. We know the Earth is not going to get destroyed. So, right? Like, we know this. This isn't a spoiler.
So
like,
what's in it for the characters? Yeah.
Right. So I need to be interested in what's happening with Icarus and Cersei and these characters.
Yeah.
And I don't care. And that's what happens when it's boring. Like,
well, and to our point with all this like pigeonholing and stuff and just going to formula is that like you brought all the characters are like this, but you brought up what's the guy's name? The Indian guy, I can't remember his name.
Kingo.
But yeah, so Kingo has one personality where he's like, oh,
Right.
I'm a movie star and everything, and I love Earth and all that, and then he jumps right to like, I'm with you all the way. It's like, I don't understand any of this. Why is he with him all the way? Only because this line says so in the script, and from there he pivots, and that's his personality.
Okay.
Like, what's in it for these guys? Where are they coming from? Who are they? You know.
So my wife hadn't seen it. She didn't like it. She thought it was boring, and she wasn't interested in it.
Yeah.
But she didn't hate it, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that watching a second time really helped in the sense that I really can pinpoint major errors.
Flaws.
I need to do a commentary with all the errors that there were.
Yeah.
There's literally a scene where it says 1945 Hiroshima, and then boom, it's all explained. And then we have I want to say his name's
Fastos.
I kept saying Fatso.
No, not Fastos. It's Fastos.
Well, why did they make a Fat Eternal? Anyways, okay, so
There's two
Fatso.
Fat Eternals, yeah.
Yeah, there's two Fat Eternals. So
Yeah.
Fatso is there. I'm just gonna say Fatso. I don't care. And he's like, oh, and he's all distraught. Now a regular person would be distraught, right? From that, every normal human being is like, this is bad. And he feels extra bad because he's the guy that brought technology, which was led the humans down this. Sure, that's script. Now, okay, fine, that's script. But then literally, he's like, oh, humanity. So before that scene, they're like, we need to talk to Fatsis or whatever. Fatso. We need to talk to Fatso. And then the line of dialogue is, oh, good luck with him. He's given up on humanity. So present day, they're like, we need to find Fatso. And then the voiceover says, oh, good luck convincing him he's given up on humanity.
Yeah.
And it shows 1945, Hiroshima, everything's destroyed. He's sad, and he's like, I brought this on the world or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't have faith in humanity anymore. I swear to God. Cut. He's with his family, and he's like, I love my family. Everything's great. I'm going to protect my family. I'm like, no. We need to know what happened. You have to tell me how you went from this to this. It's like, because Hiroshima is the thing that anyone can connect to. It is smart in the sense that all of us can connect to that and be like, oh, that was bad. Yeah, I get you. If you feel responsible for that, you would lose faith in yourself. You would hate humanity for what they've done. Right. But then it's like, it's literally a cut. And then it's like, oh, I'm with my family. Everything's cool. I'm like, no, how did this happen? And then he goes with them. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God.
It's like, what's the symbolism of the Mad Worry? It's like, I don't understand. Like, it's like it happens, and Angelina Jolie goes crazy because of past, like, not lives. Past lives and all that. But it's like, who cares? It's a thing that happens. I think it's like
it's a trash movie anyway.
Yeah, I think it's to sort of like allude to the other Eternals that like this isn't your first go around at this or something, but like it doesn't mean anything.
There's also a mistake because when they become one with the Celestial, they survive the destruction of Earth. Yeah. So here's what happens: after they survive, they go back and their minds are wiped.
They reboot.
And they go back again. Yeah. For some reason, when I first saw it, I thought that they just remake them because they had the bodies there.
Right.
Like, right, they
had the other bodies. Yeah, right. That was weird.
No, but then, now I realize that was him explaining all of the different times they've tried to make them and perfect them. I don't get it.
I thought you're showing them, like, here's other bodies like you.
Maybe.
Because you know that is from the comics. It's not from the Jack Kirby comics.
No, it's not from Jack Kirby. It's from
that's the 1980s series when they rebooted it. Well, not reboot. They brought it back in the 80s, and that was the second series, right? Okay. And in that version, yeah, you if you die, like if an Eternal dies, they're rebooted in this like sort of casing, and they come back. So they're not really machines. They're just like they're biological, but they're just remade. You know,
biological. Get it? No.
Yeah,
that's psychological. Nobody knows that reference. Okay, no, but the thing is, though, is that like, if he's making them, why did he make a short one that doesn't age? Why did he make one that's deaf? Why did he make a fat one?
It's because they wanted to insert bullshit into it that doesn't fit the story. No one tells stories anymore, and plus they demystified the Celestials. Like they're not supposed to be guys that give monologues and shit, like that. You know, like exposition gods. Like they're supposed to be, you know, mysters. You don't know why they're doing this, right? You know, so that by doing that, they really mess up the like the entire lore of the Eternals.
That 5-minute exposition,
it's hilarious.
It looks amazing on my TV though. I was like, holy crap. That's like, this is the like you, if it's like, so Steve, if you came over and I showed you just that 10-minute scene, you'd be like, what is this guy talking about? This movie is awesome. But if you actually listen to what's going on and put it in context of the story, it's so bad. It's unbelievable. It's like, why would you tell Cersei this information when you know that she could use it against you? When Cersei contacts the Celestials, she should be like, no, Cersei, everything's fine. Continue on as usual.
Have her be resourceful and find it. That's your story. Right. We couldn't do that.
Right. Instead, he literally tells her the twist, and then she's like, wait a minute, that's a twist. Now I have to go against you. It's like, why would you tell her that? Like, just be like, Cersei, good, you're doing good. Just continue on. You can go home really soon. Just give it another one day and you can go home. Oh, thank you, Celestial. And then she'll see, like, Celestial says everything is great. No, he's like, oh, the world's going to end in a day. And then she's like, the world's going to end in a day? It's like, well, of course, that was what we're going to do. It's like, oh, no, now I have to stop you. It's like, why would you even say anything? Like, Ajax was loyal. Why would you think Cersei would be loyal? Or maybe the Celestial's an idiot.
You know what? Why wouldn't they just cut to the chase? Like, have them all know what they're doing and what this is about, and have some of them, like, through the centuries go, you know what? I don't know if I agree with this.
Exactly.
And then it comes to a head towards it, rather than it's a secret, and then it's like, because it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Way it's revealed to everybody, forget that. Oh my God. You know?
I literally, right before we started the stream, I was talking to my wife. She was standing right here. And I said, what I would have done was have the movie go in order.
They all know, yeah.
They all and then they're trying to, and you have to see why each one of them
split off. Yeah.
Each one of them decides in their own way what needs to be done.
Right, and you show that. Yeah.
And you show that.
Yeah.
And if you want to have them pitted against each other, that's okay. Some of them have bad experience, like Sprite. Look, she is a young girl. She can never mingle with the adults. So for her, the planet doesn't mean anything. It's like, I'm always stuck as a kid. I can't do anything. I can't go and hang out with people who are my intellectual, equals or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't care about this world. Then you could say, Sprite doesn't care about this world.
Right.
But plus also she does like Icarus. So, it's like, that's fine. But the thing is, it's just like so random. It's like, well, I'm not doing this. It's like, why? It's like, oh my God, I don't get it.
Like Kingo would have totally fought for Earth because he's been a big Bollywood star and stuff, right? So, yeah.
And then he goes, Icarus, I'm always with you, but I'm not going with you right now. Okay. And then it's like, oh, you'll help us? No. And he leaves the movie. So, Steve, Kingo leaves the movie. He literally sits there and decides, he's like, I don't want to be in the big action sequence. I'm going home. That literally happens.
I forgot that. I maybe I have to watch it again.
They're literally in that room deciding what to do, and Kingo's like, I don't want to. He read the script. He's like, oh, there's a big action scene coming up. I don't want to be in this action scene. So I'm going to leave.
Much work.
It's too much work, and he leaves. I'm like, you.
So he's not on the beach there? I can't remember. He's not there. Oh, wow.
He's not there. He leaves. I'm like, the guy just left. I'm like, so that's like Justice League.
He
Here comes
goes home.
Steppenwolf with the army, and then Wonder Woman's like, guys, hold on a second. Yeah, I'm not feeling this battle right now. I'm gonna go back to Paradise Island. You guys got this, right? Like, you're good, right? Yeah, no, okay. I'm like, I can't. He literally walked away. I'm like, he left. He leaves the movie. Back at the end, he's like, oh, too bad about what happened, eh? Buddy, you literally left. Did Kang, sorry?
Leak the script. He's like, I shall leak the script from the future. Yeah.
And then what's his face shows up at the end, Thanos' brother, and it's like the Eternals will return.
I forgot about that. You know what's funny? I was thinking about that the other day. It's like Star Fox has way more personality in his pinky finger than everyone in that movie. And he's there for like 2 minutes. It's like, what happened here?
I was more interested in Pip for that 1 minute that Pip showed up. He's like, oh, and he's like trying to announce it. He's like, he's saying it wrong. He's like, oh,
it's Patton Oswalt or whatever.
He's like, oh, he's saying all the wrong things. I'm like,
do you think they'll do another Internals?
No.
They'll show up and
flush
stuff.
their money
But,
down the toilet.
I do remember Kevin Feige saying they're doing Internals too.
Oh, he's just saving face.
But all the characters
It's funny.
are gone.
They knew that Doctor Strange and Thor 4 were coming out after, and they're nowhere in those movies that we know of. But it's like they didn't go hard on those guys. They don't care.
I am excited for Doctor Strange 2. That's gonna be good.
We'll be seeing it opening night,
Thursday.
the three of us, and then we're gonna be on Clobberin Times channel. I don't know what to think of. Like I saw a trailer today that really irritated, or I saw some clips today that really irritated.
There's a new trailer today, yeah.
Yeah, and where American Chavez is like, I'm the one who could take you through the multiverse. I'm like,
No, but that's her power.
I know, and I'm like, I don't want it to be she's the person that we need to rely on for everything. This is like, again, it's Doctor Strange. He will not be the main character. It will not be about Doctor Strange. It'll just be about randomness.
No, like you're saying that why wouldn't Doctor Strange be able to just do it himself?
Yeah,
right?
just do it himself.
But they set up that he was like, oh, it's we don't really trifle with that shit or whatever. But it's like, but then how come America can do that all the time? Like that's her power, isn't it? That she punches holes and goes. That's the only thing she can do.
Right.
So why is it that she has this power, and it's supposed to be mega dangerous? You can't just do that and go to other universes. But
I don't. Right. So it's like everyone's like, oh, Doctor Strange effed up and did all this. Well, maybe she effed up and did stuff too. Like I don't. Yeah. I just don't. I don't know what they're trying. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry. What are you?
Yeah. Now that I have seen Spider-Man No Way Home. Is everyone who had a complaint about Morbius's ending and it not making sense? How did Eddie Brock's Venom end up in?
It makes no sense either.
The Spider-Verse.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense either.
Right. Exactly. And no one cares. Everyone's like, oh, it's Venom. That's cool. If
Eddie Brock could come to why can't Vulture go to where Morbius is?
Yeah, and plus, Morbius, this beating up Morbius is irritating now. It's like the movie is fine. You watched it and you're like, that was kind of cool. Morbius looked cool. He fought a guy at the end. Vulture showed up in costume at the end. That's cool. I'm like, okay. Right? Why is everyone angry? Like, what was so garbage about it? It's not Eternals. It's not two and a half hours of boringness where nothing makes sense. All the characters are garbage. Everyone is off. Everyone's the wrong character, right? Yeah. It's like, there's nothing like that. It's just a fun movie. You watch it, like, okay, that was cool. Look, it's not going to destroy you. You're not going to be like, wow, this is so amazing. This is better than anything I've ever seen.
Jared Leto is cursed. That's the answer. It's like everything he's in, automatically people don't like and they don't know why. Because they're cursed. Because he's cursed. It's got Jared Leto. Neutrons floating around the movies that like you watch it. Oh, I hate this. I don't know why, but it really sucks. And I don't know why.
Restored Leto. Restored Jared Leto or whatever.
The Leto-verse.
Leto.
They should do a Jared Leto movie where all of his characters meet up with each other.
Like, I don't understand. Awesome. It was an okay movie. My Joker was okay. It was okay, right? It's like, well,
well, yeah, your Joker sucks, but I mean, it's not your fault, buddy.
Not your fault.
It's not your fault, dude. It's so sorry. You got dealt a bad hand.
Well, the
Listen,
wipe at
sometimes you
grills,
get.
but sure. Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get any face cards, and you're like, "Well, I'm gonna have to use my 7 and 9s or something and figure out, figure something out." Okay, so that's that Moon Knight. We're all are
We
we
spoke
like,
more about Eternals than Moon Knight, but
Moon Knight
F
is
Moon
just,
Knight,
like when I think about all the series after WandaVision, it all can be summed up in like one word,
Say,
right? Like, what if is
the
annoying?
worst?
Loki is boring.
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldiers is infuriating. Like, Hawkeye was disappointing. I don't know what word I'm going to come up with for Moon Knight, but it's not going to be like complimentary.
astonishing.
I would say I liked Peacemaker way more than I really liked WandaVision a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I think Peacemaker was better than all of them.
Oh yeah, of course. There seems to be a competence to that show, and because I was thinking like the storytelling in that show is way better. Like it's not a great, like amazing freaking show, but like
Right.
the storytelling was way better, and I feel like maybe it's effortless for James Gunn. Like it's just something that he has, right? With these guys, it just looks like effort constantly. It's like, what are you getting at? Like, it's like someone trying to like communicate to you, and like, you don't know what they're saying. And it's like I don't know.
It's like talking to a wall.
Yeah.
But like I don't have like I watch all the Disney Plus shows with Marvel and stuff like that, and I watch like DC. It's just like for some reason when I watch the Marvel shows, it's just like the stories aren't very good. Like,
Nope.
It's not like I'm hating or anything like that, because for some reason, if I say something bad about the show, I'm hating. But like, the stories are just not good. Like,
No.
More compelling. Yeah.
they're just not.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's just like when I want to like watch like a TV show or something like that. I want the story to be good, compelling, something shocking, something surprising that you don't expect to come. But
Okay.
none of that happened.
No.
Let's rank. Okay.
Oh my
WandaVision,
God.
Falcon, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel hasn't come out yet. So
No.
what's the worst of this? I'm gonna say What If. That's the no. Falcon Winter Soldier is the worst.
I'd say Falcon and Winter Soldier is the worst because it felt incomplete. I think it was, but what they put out was really like garbled and trashy and kind of irresponsibly dangerous. I don't know. It's like they're making a point for this woman killing everyone and making her the hero. It was
Yeah,
weird.
she's garbage.
And there's no real like the morality of that show is she's the good guy, but that that can't be true. And it's just weird. Yeah.
Steve, what do you think was the worst? We'll go from top down to top. So Steve, what was the worst of all these?
For the total show, I have to say What If, because I didn't enjoy any of it.
Yeah.
I'm close to saying Hawkeye. I don't. It's such a shoulder shrug. I don't understand what the point of that shit was.
Yeah, but
To introduce swordsmen and not doing anything with them, like I don't get it.
yeah, but like okay, so Arkham, what was the worst out of these?
Out of all of them, I would say the least one that like the one that was not entertaining or that was just more bland and everything like that. I have to go with What If. Every episode to me was just boring. I fell asleep. I just couldn't. I watched every episode. I don't understand why people love it so much. It's like I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I watched all the episodes. I was about to quit.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's fair.
You know what? This is tough. I'm gonna say Falcon because I was really angry at that show.
Yeah.
And I wanted to punch something. Like, What If was worse because Falcon and Winter Soldier had U.S. Agent, who was the best. And
Don't punch your wall.
And everyone else was crap. So I'm going to say Falcon and Winter Soldier was the worst. Okay, second worst. Sean, what's the second worst?
Oh, God.
It can't be Hawkeye, for Christ's sakes. Haley was kind of cool.
So What If would be second worst for me.
Yeah, for sure. That's a guarantee.
Yep.
Okay, so Steve, what's the second worst? Falcon?
Yeah.
Are we ranking Moon Knight too?
Yeah.
like before the last episode.
If Moon Knight is in it the entire episode and only fights monsters for 45 minutes, it's still not going to be good.
You
It's
sure
too
about
late.
that?
Well, I'll watch one episode of it. That's not going to happen. What I just said is not going to happen.
And he does like a mega pose at the end, and it's like Moon Knight will return in like every movie.
That's not going to happen.
No, I know.
Yeah, so,
Right.
okay. Steve, what do you think is the second worst?
Well, I said Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Arkham second worst then? Falcon? Or did you just think something else was worse?
I'll probably say Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and I'd say What If. So there's okay, so those are the two worst ones. Is there anyone on, like, I mean, Loki is in the middle for just like, I just didn't care. I don't think it was so garbage.
Yeah,
I just
if they
didn't
called
care.
it that, whatever that agency was,
Time Bureau or something.
yeah,
It was
then
like
that
that
would-
show was interesting. It was very intriguing to like the story was interesting, and like the whole like he like going to different I
yeah.
think seeing different versions of himself and everything like that. That I don't think it's like bad, but like I think it's like a show. Out of all the shows, I would probably watch Loki, to be honest, because it's more intriguing and more interesting.
The Time Bureau thing is the best thing about that show,
Right.
and
Yeah,
that's what they should have called it.
It
You know,
is
you know.
so boring. It is literally boring. There's one. I literally almost fell asleep during an episode. I can pinpoint it. Owen Wilson was talking to that Time Bureau lady
Yeah.
for 10 minutes, and I was literally like my eyes were like doing that thing where they open and shut. Like I'm
Yeah.
right. It is so boring. It is.
But Steve, I could say that for all of these. Like I don't know which one's more boring than the other one.
I can tell you.
It's
I
like
can tell you.
Hawkeye is like less boring than that show.
I can
It's
tell you,
like-
Loki is for me the most boring show. I don't hate it. I'm not angry at it at all. It just is boring. Like there's these long monologues that lead
Yeah.
Yeah, so
nowhere.
the execution is shit. Yeah.
It's just boring, guys.
It
like
looked cool.
it
but
looks
Yeah,
like
it looked cool.
but
The concept was like cool. I do agree. The monologue when like he talked to like sometimes like you're in a scene that like he talked to the Time Bureau a little too much, and you didn't like you didn't really, you just see Loki on the chair doing nothing basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what this whole thing is with this, like, we got to make the women strong or whatever? I don't remember any movies where the macho man, whoever it is, it could be Stallone or Schwarzenegger or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember Schwarzenegger turning to the female lead and saying, "You are a trash woman and garbage and useful for nothing, and you're garbage and you should bow down to me." Because that's what the women do to the men. I've never seen the
Yeah,
male
it's
character
weird.
do that.
Yeah.
So they think
belligerent.
they're like, it's like Cersei in this one. Icarus is crying at her feet and then
And,
flies into the sun.
yeah,
like a
bowing
loser.
to her and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and
like-
then apologizing too.
And
Yeah.
it's like, you should have smashed her face in. I
Yeah.
could have fixed Eternals with that garbage script. I would have had Icarus literally disintegrate everyone, and then the Celestial gets born out of the Earth and be like, "Ugh," I'd be like, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
that
no.
would be
What
awesome.
should have happened is that they don't succeed, and then the guy destroys the Earth by coming out, and then they teleport to another Earth, and it's the MCU. Like that's what it should have been. Oh my Christ! You know,
Oh my God! Yes.
that's what it should have, because now you know the consequence.
Oh my
could
God!
happen.
Sean, yes,
yeah.
we're gonna give you the Flash Gordon and Dale Arden applause. Oh yes,
That's what should
a
have happened. But
great
when-
ending.
they couldn't even be that daring. You know.
That would have been very cool.
Oh, I gotta tell my wife that. Oh my God!
But
Because he
instead
didn't
we
show
got-
any other guy, right? They talk about the Avengers, but they just shouldn't have never mentioned any of that. And at the end of the movie, the audience knows why. They destroyed the planet.
Oh
you know.
my God!
But instead we got a trash movie.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm blown away. That would have been, oh dude, that would have fixed the whole boring thing. Because you'd be like,
Yeah.
whoa, goddamn, that was good. And that could have been like a 10-minute sequence of like the Celestial destroying, and
Yeah.
you're just like, and then you're just sitting there like, is this
And now you know all the interrelationships and conflicts that could be born in the next thing because they were in the previous thing.
Oh,
Like,
that could have fixed the. Okay, so literally, you trim out half an hour of this garbage.
We could do a supercut with the technology we have
We
today.
could do a cut.
Yeah,
We should do
it's
it,
like
we should
because
do
they
it,
do
yeah.
show a celestial destroying the planet. That's the ending of the movie.
Oh my god! And then they
could do
teleport on Earth, and when they teleport on Earth, they look up and they see Captain America's statue
Yeah.
or something, and you're like,
Yeah.
now they're in the MCU. No, yeah, oh, that would have been so.
Although
good.
why are they there in present day? But yeah,
Who cares?
anyway.
At least that would have been something cool.
No more going back in time. After Captain Marvel, I'm done with that. Like, stop.
Yeah,
doing
no, but in Eternals, they're there from the big dawn of man.
Yeah,
And then
they're from
they
from the beginning.
they try to make man more and more intelligent and stuff, so that their energies can. And it's a whole fucking thing. But anyway,
it sounds like they tried to be too ambitious.
I know. Yeah, it should have been a series the way they wanted to do it. But the thing it's very joyless and humorless. That's the problem. They squeeze
tired
in
of
little
watching these
gags,
funeral
but like
movies.
it doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
So, guys, my ranking is from 1
yeah.
to 6 so far, from best to worst. WandaVision, Hawkeye, Moon Knight,
Plug your nose for each
Moon
one.
Knight, Moon Knight, Loki, Falcon, Winter Soldier, what if?
That's my order. Same order, except for I'll swap. I'm putting Falcon worse because I knew What If was going to be garbage, and then it was garbage. I thought Falcon and Winter Soldier would be good, and the first 2 episodes I thought were cool.
Yeah.
When they're teaming up, and like the one guy's like flying in and taking out. Like, remember there's that Road Warrior part where you have Lamar.
Yeah.
Who's so great. Lamar's a great. Look, that's the checkbox hire guy, but he is a black guy in the comics. It's like you have your checkbox guy. He's a great character. He's from the comics, right? Everyone's why don't you get more black people? Well, this guy's from the comics.
Yeah.
You have him, and then they killed him off. And I'm like, you killed off a guy who is a checkbox character, who is a good character, and then you killed him. I don't understand you people. But anyways, when those 2 guys were going on the bikes and everything, and then freaking Falcon's coming in, and then freaking Winter Soldier, and you're like, oh shit, yeah. And the 4 guys together beating the shit out of everybody. I was like, yo, this show is where it's at, right? And then next episode, like literally,
The Barbarian came from the top of the head and traveled down.
I don't know what happened. Episode 3, garbage, and then it's like.
Did you like
garbage.
I think it was who was the Captain America? Like, I forgot his name.
Like,
U.S. agent.
U.S. agent.
Yeah. Did you like U.S. Agent?
Of course, he's the best. I bought his toy. I bought his pop. I
Yeah,
bought his
U.S.
Funko
agent was
Pop.
good.
I bought it. I've got his shirt. I've got his. I'm Canadian, but I've got the American shirt. It's like, yeah, I thought he was great.
No, we like U.S. Agent, but like in the show, how do you like their handling of him?
Yeah.
Oh, garbage. Because they're trying to make him seem like he's the villain, but he's obviously the hero. He's the hero. He's like,
but
there's
then
a
he's
terrorist.
kind of hero-ish at the end. It's like lazy
Yeah,
as
it's
shit.
like,
Yeah.
we have this terrorist, guys. We better take him down. No. Let's not take them down. Why not? Well, I don't know why not. But we shouldn't. It's like, oh, okay, but she's murdered people, right? You got that, right? Oh yeah, but she's a woman, so we shouldn't beat her up because it's like, well, she wasn't a woman in the comics. I know. We changed it. Like, beat her up.
I did not like how they did Zemo. Like,
terrible.
Yeah.
like
Terrible.
I know Zemo from the comics. Like, he has the
The mask glued to him.
the mask, and like I think something happens to his face that he has to wear the mask or something like that.
I've
And
never
they
seen him
don't.
without it. Maybe he has had it off. I don't know, but
No, he just has a regular face. So like, they don't explore like the real Zemo or anything with that.
It's baffling. It's like to this day, it's the one story where I have no idea why the villains are doing what they're doing. Like,
right.
we want it black before it was the blip. I'm like, you want half the population dead? Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Why? Well, we had homes and all that, but you took over their homes because they were dead. Now they're back.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't make that work. Like, the rumor has always been they had all this other stuff they had to cut out because it was all about a pandemic. And then the pandemic happened, and they're like, well, this is way too on the nose. So they cut and what it was is they were fighting to get vaccines for populations that like weren't getting it because of some class system or some fucking thing.
No,
I think that still would have been infuriating
That's
to us.
still
though.
bad.
They also had like I think in Endgame they cut a few scenes. There was one, I think one or two scenes. There was one scene where he destroys the Nova Corps and takes the I think the power, and I think there was this one scene. I think it was an ending scene, or it probably was supposedly there was gonna be a Galactus scene between Thanos and Galactus, but they cut that out completely.
Wow. Well, I don't know. I just know that villain, Flag Smasher Woman, is the worst villain.
She's so whiny.
In
You
all
just want to kick her face.
You want her, you want her dead in the worst way possible after a lot of pain and suffering.
Yes, I want her dead. It's like she's the worst villain in any superhero film I've ever seen. I will take this garbage Riddler. I will take Jared Leto Joker. I will take anybody. Pick anybody. Pick anybody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I absolutely cannot. I will take Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll take Bane from Batman and Robin versus this Flag Smasher Woman.
Yep.
She is the most because I saw Bane. I was like, well, he looks cool. He's a dummy, and they ruined this character, but he looks kind of cool, and he smashes shit. So I don't know. He's not the Venom.
Any villain that we thought have been not close to the material or just miswritten or misinterpreted or whatever you want to say, this one literally made me angry. Yeah. Like I wanted her just dead. Like this is a Friday the 13th moment where you're like, where's Jason Voorhees?
Yeah, he needs to kill her like now.
And then how Falcon, especially how Falcon was acting, like, oh, don't kill her. Let's talk to her. I'm like,
what's happening? Why is he like that? It's ridiculous. And he gives that big speech at the end. It's like he's lecturing people. It's so stupid. Like it's a liberal fantasy. Like, I thought I was left leaning, but this show really made me mad. So
yeah. But the thing is like these people they're moving the line, right? Like it's like. Anybody who is on this side is now so far away from where it's whatever side you're on.
It was so far left. It was unbelievable.
Like it's like you can't get
she's
there.
killing people. What are you talking about? Good God!
And
she's a woman, or is that the thing? Or
she's not killing. She's not even killing rich people. It's literally
poor people, and they show it.
And then, She's blowing the crap out of it. She's in these little piddly towns destroying people. It's like she didn't go to attack some rich mansion or something.
And then she tries to justify it rather than understanding that what she did was wrong. It's like that's really psychotic. So kill her. What the hell? You killed everybody else. Like freaking you made short work of Thanos. It's like what the hell?
I think the one thing that a lot of people hate. I don't like about FANTOM Winter Soldier is there's too much I would say government stuff shoved in your face. It's just too much.
It's so agenda driven, it's absolutely absurd. I don't even know. They literally wrote an agenda and then wrote a story around it. It's ridiculous.
Like I don't mind
mistakes. They made mistakes with their own agenda, though, because it's like they're so focused on it that they started to lose track themselves. At the end, Falcon is doing a speech, and you're like, "What in the blue hell are you talking about?"
Why is he lecturing guys now? He looks like a Christmas tree, and he's telling people stupid shit. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, dude, I can't take you seriously in an outfit. I get comic accuracy, but you look like a moron, and his whole show doesn't even match this costume. What are you doing?
And no, he makes this big speech, and I literally didn't understand anything he said.
Yeah.
It's like, before you make a decision, you have to think about the consequences. Okay.
It's all the heavy lifting that they didn't show in the show. It's like, what is everyone fighting for? I don't even know. So he's trying to tell you. It's like, it's so dude, bad. I don't know. I'm sitting on my chair. I have no clue. I'm not going to watch this again just to see. F this show.
terrible, man.
Oh dear God! And it's like, oh, the government has treated this guy like crap and all that. But then the next episode, the Isaiah,
Yeah.
when they have Isaiah on there, and he's like, oh, the government did all this to me. It's like, yeah, but the very same episode they say that anyone who takes that drug is crazy. So Isaiah's crazy. So
Yep.
I don't. Yeah.
Is that true? So are they saying that?
I don't know if he took I don't know what happened there.
I don't know, like
Prototype of what they gave Steve Rogers, right?
Yeah, like I don't get it.
with this, like I feel like they just shove too much with government and everything like that in here. Like I don't mind, like you can have like some government stuff in a show, but don't keep piling it on in our face. Like
Well,
I feel like I was being like there was just too much in the like it was just too much.
I
Oh,
think, I think you need it though. Well, you don't need it, but like Captain America is government adjacent. That's the problem, and that's the thing. Like they've gotten rid of all the characters that were like government agents, basically, like Iron Man, Captain America, all that stuff, right? So now it's like Doctor Strange. If you watch Doctor Strange movie like this one, it's gonna be fantasy and multiverse, right?
Yeah.
Thor is the same thing. So they're going more, and I don't even think that's on purpose. It's just the way the characters are,
Yeah.
So now they're going more towards the fantasy based stuff, and you probably won't see as many government based stuff unless they want to. I think they want to do a new Captain America where it is Falcon. So there'll probably be some government crap in that thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know. The thing is that someone read the private chat. I think the thing is that because they're doing these fantasy movies, I can sort of maybe just detach it. Like I was thinking about Thor Ragnarok a lot because of the Thor with Love and Thunder coming up. And look, it's Thor Ragnarok is a very, very bad Thor movie, but it's a very, very awesome fantasy adventure. If you don't care about Thor, you're just like, there's this person named Thor. He's like a god or whatever. He's going on this adventure. He's meeting these other characters. Then he teams up with all those characters to fight this thing. And he goes to all these different worlds and he gets captured. Then he's got to fight in the arena. It's pretty cool. Like
you do have a lot of cool action scenes and stuff like
right.
Like,
It's very pretty. I like the soundtrack. I like the look. It's very Kirby-esque. It's a great adventure movie. That's why it's like my favorite. Just for an adventure, it's like. And would you say now, Sean? I can ask you this. Would you agree? Well, what are your thoughts? Okay, Flash Gordon 1980 is in my top 10 favorites of all time, right? But is it? It's still not Flash Gordon. Like Flash Gordon himself is goofy, right?
Yeah.
And they goofed it up. You could say the same thing. Like they goofed up Thor. Thor's very goofy in this and all that, right?
Yeah.
It's visually accurate to Alex Raymond and Flash Gordon, but they made him a football player, not a polo player, because they want to make him like this big tough guy, and they cheesed it up. And they did the same thing with Thor. So the Flash Gordon movie doesn't present Flash Gordon as he is in the comics, and Thor Ragnarok doesn't present Thor, but they're fun adventure movies.
Yeah. Well, you don't want Thor. Well, you want Thor accurate to the comics, but like
I would prefer that.
And basically, it hadn't worked really. I mean, like Thor is okay, like that first movie, but like I think you need to make him larger than like that. They made a good point on Clobby's stream on Thursday. They said that they basically made Thor into Hercules because Hercules in the comics is fun-loving, like he's wisecracking. That is Hercules.
Yeah.
And it's weird that they're gonna introduce that world now. Like, how is Hercules gonna be if they put
He'll
him in
be
the
serious
MCU,
now.
right?
He'll be like all serious.
Thor here is movie Thor, and like I saw one stream someone else where they had this guest on, and she was like, she was describing like, Thor is like fun loving and blah blah blah. And it's like, to you Thor is that because you like Chris Hemsworth Thor. That's not really Thor though, right? It's like he doesn't shirk responsibility and he mega fights and so yeah. Like he's professional. He's not like mopey and shit. Like if bad shit happened to him, he wouldn't mope around, like for 3 movies.
No, hell
So,
no.
yeah.
He's like the Thor comics when I got heavy, like
Yeah.
when I was Thor heavy, like we're
Mm-hmm.
talking, this was gonna be Conan, this was gonna be Thor.
Yeah.
That's because I'm a big Norse mythology guy. I love the Norse mythology stories, and I've got books on them, actual physical books.
Yeah.
I love that. So I was gonna do Thor here and Conan here, and when in Hercules' Legendary Journeys, somewhere over the Rainbow Bridge, when Hercules teamed up with Thor in Hercules Legendary Journeys. I was like, yeah, it was so awesome. Anyways, I love Hercules as well from Marvel. I have the first few issues of that miniseries that Clobby reviewed.
Yeah, the Prince
The
of Power.
Prince.
or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
I've got the first 2 only. I didn't. I thought that was his regular series for.
It's
some
around,
reason.
man. It's
Yeah,
around.
I should just
Yeah.
complete. I have.
Yeah.
I should just complete it. Like I don't know
Yeah.
why I got the first few. Anyways, and I got the Hercules figures. I got a Hercules shelf.
Yeah, Hercules and
That's
Avengers is awesome. Like that's I don't know if that can't be his first appearance. It's probably Thor. It was his first appearance, but
Yeah, I think the one where they're wrestling. Around,
yeah.
Right.
But him in Avengers was awesome. It's like that was his personality and character. He was great.
Yeah.
Um,
So the thing is, yeah. So again, it's like I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, like Thor Ragnarok. Like I mean, if this Love and Thunder has Hercules, I don't know if he comes with.
It has
demon and all
Zeus.
that.
I don't think it has
but-
Hercules because they haven't cast Hercules.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So he.
Yeah.
won't
It
be.
has Zeus. What do you think? So like with the Jane Foster storyline, like because I know they're not like Chris Hemsworth still gonna be Thor. So how are they gonna do it? Like, are they gonna have 2 Thors in the MCU now?
Okay,
Probably
so,
because they showed the figures and there's a new Thor there. So
yeah, there's two Chris Hemsworth figures. One
Yeah.
is in a new costume, which looks awesome,
yeah,
and one is Jane Foster as.
and that new costume has to be the end.
Yeah, the one thing, like I'm a little confused because like if Chris Hemsworth is gonna be still Thor, so on, and you're having Jane Foster as Thor, you're gonna have 2 Thors in the MCU.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Like-
we'll have 3 Thors technically because I'm blanking on a name. I don't know why the hell I'm blanking on a name, but there's
Beta
another
Ray
guy
Bill.
in it.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, Barry Bill's supposed to be in this movie.
yeah,
They
but
haven't
like
shown him in the trailers or anything. but-
it's just to me there should be like one person named Thor, and it's like you're gonna have 3 Thors in the MCU in crossovers and stuff like that. Now it's gonna get confusing.
Yeah, Jane Foster, like the spoilers I've read is Jane Foster. It's the same thing as the comics. She has cancer, and so when she's Mighty Thor, it sort of impedes the progress of that, but it's still gonna come, right? So like, I think towards the end they'll understand that like she's eventually gonna die because of cancer, but you know it's just she's not gonna be Thor forever, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna
This is
do.
Thor. I don't know what this figure's called. It's just called
Thor.
Thor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the other one's Mighty Thor.
Valkyrie, one of the worst characters in all of MCU. Who else we have? We have God Killer, whatever his face is.
Christian Bale.
God Butcher, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, God kill God Butcher.
Gore the
So
God Butcher.
here's Thor like regular clothes.
At least he's not fat anymore.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
works out and becomes.
Why does God Butcher look like he's going to church?
I don't know.
He kind of looks like that in the comics too, but he has like these 2 tails, like a
He looks
Twi'lek.
better in the comics though.
Oh,
Yeah, like it looks like he's gonna go into church and pray.
When I
Yeah.
went to Walmart, all of those were there.
Yeah, it just doesn't like the design. Overall, the designs are fine. It's just the God Butcher design does not look good.
Mm.
Because
yeah,
like
Thor.
look at God Butcher look at Thor God Butcher on online what he actually looks like.
Yeah, the comic version. But they weren't gonna cover up Christian Bale's
Yeah, look at
face.
that.
They were
Yeah,
not gonna
like,
do that, yeah.
Compared to what he looks like, that looks pretty cool.
That's
Mm.
badass, right? So
They could have done that and
I
still
have
retained
these
features. of-
issues. I think.
yeah.
I
And-
met
and-
I met the artist of Thor and got him to sign my comic and everything. Like, I was like pretty heavy into Thor, man. I gotta tell you, and I liked action and fights and stuff. Like like. So where's I guess movie you want to do Thor: Love and Thunder, God Butcher, like movie, like I don't know movie. I don't know how to.
Christian Bale. Yeah.
Oh, Christian Bale, yeah, okay.
Well, that's
There's
what
his
everyone thought
face.
they're gonna do the thing, but like he has a nose, so you know.
That photo go up. I see side by side.
No, that's
Not
not
that
it.
one. No.
No, the figure
There's the
shows what
figure's
he's gonna look
face.
like.
That's
Yeah.
the face.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Like, I mean, that's just him with white makeup on.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
He's doing white face. No. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so again, like, I know people are pissed off, and even with Multiverse of Madness, like, people are like upset that, like, you know, oh, it's Scarlet Witch and all that. But Scarlet Witch is a legit character from Marvel. So, and she is very powerful. So if she's powerful in this movie and does a lot of cool stuff, I'm happy because I like Scarlet Witch.
Originally, it was gonna be Nightmare. Actually.
Yeah.
He's the villain, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I mean, I prefer Scarlet Witch because now she's the Scarlet Witch and she looks cool to me. And if White Vision's in this, man, I'm gonna die in the theater. Like, I can't wait to see it.
Main
Movie White
villain,
Vision, yeah.
but the main villain's going to be Heartless Doctor Strange because you saw the Yogg-Sooth or whatever frigate the hell it was, like the many tentacled
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
other thing, demon or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
that's not What If Doctor Strange. That's Heartless Doctor Strange.
yeah.
Well, Steven and I know for sure that's going to be the villain because he just got introduced in the Marvel Strike Force game.
Oh yeah. Okay,
The
well, then there you go.
Marvel Strike Force literally spoils everything.
Yeah.
It's like when Eternals was coming out. Oh, they got the two Eternals. They're like,
They
oh, I
got
guess they're gonna.
Icarus and Cersei.
And they did, and Icarus and Cersei were a couple, so you put them together and they help each other. I'm like, oh, there you go. It's like everything is spoiled in this game because it's like I was like Heartless Doctor Strange. Like, oh no, don't put him in because now he's gonna be the main guy. So I mean, and they just put Agatha Harkness. Like they always follow the shows and movies, right?
So like I'm guessing the villain is gonna be like the evil version of Doctor Strange or something like that.
Yeah.
And it'll be like Scarlet Witch versus and good Doctor Strange versus evil Doctor Strange. And
And American
like,
Chavez.
Yeah, people speculated that it was Scarlet Witch was gonna be the villain and Doctor Strange was gonna kill Scarlet Witch to save the multiverse.
No.
I don't think
No.
so. That'd be weird.
No. I don't think we're going to see Scarlet Witch again in her own thing, but I think she'll pop up here and there probably.
Yeah. And I actually don't hate America Chavez. I read her in West Coast Avengers, the relaunch of West Coast Avengers, which was actually called Woke Coast Avengers, and then they changed it to West.
Woke.
Woke Coast Avengers.
It was pretty bad.
It was that bad.
Listen. I bought all of the physical comics, so.
Oh, you did?
It's
You have wasted your money.
I have the thing is it's like West Coast Avengers is like my favorite team. I have two West Coast Avengers shelves, one which has Wanda and Vision in it, and the one underneath which has the other West Coast Avengers. So I put White Vision in the West Coast Avengers, but the thing is it's like look, I love the West Coast Avengers, so I was buying it, and America Chavez was okay. So she's not like so horrible. We have to see what happens in the movie, right? Maybe she'll be okay in the movie.
Here's the thing. The trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home looked like ass.
That is very true.
And the movie was way better than the trailer.
That's true.
So, and Sam Raimi's doing this, and I have to have faith in Sam Raimi until I don't.
Yeah, we'll see how much of a mess this will be. It probably won't be. It'll probably be pretty cool, but like it's just that they're gonna put all sorts of stuff. Like I think there's a lot of fan service in this movie.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Like just actors popping in as characters that they'll never return again.
And people are like, "Yeah, Patrick Stewart's voice was in the trailer." Oh my god!
Yeah, Patrick Stewart, stuff like that, right?
Well, Rob Liefeld has said he has no knowledge, but he's like saying, "Don't get too excited," because this is what happened with WandaVision. Everyone got excited that all this crap's gonna happen, and none of that happened, and then everyone's like, "Oh, this show sucks." It's like no. It only sucks in your mind because you wanted all this stuff to happen,
all this, and
then it didn't happen. It's like, yeah, but it's not there, right? Yeah. Like, and a lot of like people don't like WandaVision. It's like, but look, it's like the White Vision is fighting himself. That was cool. Like everyone's like the last episode sucks. I like the last episode.
Ship of Theseus, man.
Ship of Theseus was awesome.
like I think the one thing that like I think the only thing that they shouldn't have done is like that bring in that Fox actor like and he should have been like Pietro and stuff like that. But other than that,
Oh,
that's
Oh
my
yeah.
like that's my only criticism. Other than that, the rest of WandaVision's fine because like to me like why bring an actor for just a stupid reason? Like,
Yeah.
it's trolling. They trolled the fans a bit with that one.
Yeah, that was definitely a fake out. They knew what they were doing. The other sort of miss was, and Sean and I agreed with this. Agatha Harkness was a little bit weak as the main villain, but it wasn't horrible. Like next to the other 5 series, it's a freaking masterpiece. Like you
Oh, I
can't.
agree with that.
yeah.
The other ones are so god awful. I've got Wanda. I've got Vision, White Vision goggles. So it's like I'm just so enamored that he's in it. But
Even Monica Rambeau was awesome in that.
she's
Yeah,
awesome.
she was-
Yeah.
awesome.
And I was like, I want to see more of her in other things,
Yeah,
right?
she was
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like
Oh.
her hair.
Did you know that there was a deleted scene that was supposed to be in WandaVision that White Vision visits Doctor Strange?
Oh man,
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that was the rumor that Doctor Strange was going to be in that show.
right.
Yeah.
And they kept teasing it, and then it didn't happen.
No,
So-
there's a deleted clip on YouTube. You could look for
And I
it.
will say this: look, a lot of people complained over that, saying, "Oh, they didn't want to have the big man show up and whatever." I'm like, I don't look at it that way.
No, they
Doc-
just it would confuse things.
Yeah, it's like, look,
Yeah.
this is not Doctor Strange's show.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want Doctor Strange to take over Wanda's show, but I don't want Wanda to take over Doctor Strange's movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm equal in that.
Well, the natural thing happened. She's in his movie.
right.
It's like he has to confront her at some fucking
He
point.
has to
about
because
this. Yeah.
he's right. He confronted Mordo because it's like, listen, buddy, you're going too crazy with this. I've got to
Yeah.
step in, right? So he has to step in on this now, right? So we'll see what happens. The only problem I have with WandaVision, the only real problem I have, and Sean's already mentioned this 100 times, is the weird morality of how the show's writers are trying to present Wanda as not being bad when she's obviously the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now maybe Agatha Harkness is she's saying she's not. I don't know. Maybe she is. I don't know. And I get it. Wanda was broken and she did this bad stuff, but I don't. It's like, and she mind control people. That you shouldn't be doing that. So she needs to get taken down. Now Agatha being there and being another villain, it's like okay, but Wanda was a villain in that. And trying to
Yeah.
pretend that she wasn't is weird. Instead, just say, look, you did some bad stuff. You got to make up for it now. Now, in Doctor Strange's movie, she can make up for all these mistakes.
I agree with that. I mean, that's the Scarlet Witch I know from the comics, where
Yeah, she
she's
flips.
unstable. She might do something harmful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is the
And-
character. Yes.
And,
And,
and now she has that book.
Yes, she has
Yeah.
a Darkhold now.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's cool that that's in the MCU as well. Like, this is all still the dream. It's like when we were kids, like, we would never, it's like if they do a Scarlet Witch, it'll just be her as a hero and they'll never do the thing. It's like, yeah, they're doing all the things that we fantasized about when we were kids. And the Darkhold's in it, so now they can do all the dark characters and everything. As there's a whole comic called The Darkhold where they team up with all the Midnight Suns and everything. It's like, it's awesome. So I don't know, man. I think Doctor Strange will be a lot of fun. There's like Ultron bots and stuff in it. It's like, I don't know what the hell's going on in this movie.
I'm
So
calling it right now.
Yeah.
Blade shows up in the post-credits scene.
So Blade showed up. I was just going to say this. Blade showed up in Eternals at the very end, at the very, very end.
Yeah.
Black Knight is getting the sword, and then Blade is like, oh, he says, his
like,
voice is in the back.
It's well, be careful with that or some shit. I don't know.
So Blade showed. We got to hear Blade at the very end of it.
Yeah.
I forgot about that in Eternals.
Do you think we will have at least one X-Men character?
We'll have to see what happens.
People keep up. Well, there's that Twitter tease, right? Where what's his name? I'm blanking on names today. The guy who's playing Doctor Strange.
Patrick Stewart.
No, the guy who's
Doctor
playing
Strange.
Doctor Strange. Oh, Benedict
Jesus
Cumberbatch.
Christ! Yeah,
Benedict Cumberbatch.
yeah. He was reading an X-Men comic book, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, are the X-Men in this?" You know, and it's like I don't know what that means, but it's carefully calculated to get people talking, right? So I don't know.
Well,
Oh, I never saw that. I was just asking if at least one member was gonna like, because they're gonna introduce the X-Men at some point. So like they're not gonna introduce like every member to tease them, but at least one
No,
member.
like tease the concept of mutants, because everyone's
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean by mutants in this MCU universe?" Right? It's the same problem as the Marvel Comics universe. It's like, well, they have powers and these other guys have powers. What's your point? You know?
Right.
I'm a little worried about Fantastic Four because of the director. What was the director's name?
John Watts.
Yeah,
Let me-
he
Let me put your mind at ease, Arkham. The director does not matter for any of these movies because
Yeah.
Disney is the
Yeah.
director for all of them.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Kevin Feige. He has the vision
I-
for all of this.
Is
stuff.
it even Kevin Feige anymore, Bo?
Well, I don't
mean,
know with this new guy, but like the thing was, there was a report about Sam Raimi. No, not Sam Raimi. It was Bruce Campbell saying that they keep telling Sam Raimi to include scenes and change stuff, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, interference!" Like, yeah. For more examples, please see the rest of the MCU that you love. It's like they've been doing this all the time.
Yep.
It's a collaboration with them. Like it's like everyone got mad when they kicked out the director of Ant-Man. Everyone loves Ant-Man,
You're right. Yeah.
you know. So it's like everyone
Well-
loves the vision that they had.
Here's the thing, though. He like Bruce Campbell was saying, Sam Raimi, they're making him insert things and do stuff. Oh, you mean like Spider-Man 3 with Venom?
Yeah,
Because that's
Yeah.
what happened.
I
You
know,
didn't want
but there's
Venom
a
in the movie.
difference. They didn't have a vision for that movie. They just said Venom is ranking high with people. Put him in. But there's no story. It's just like just do it. And he's like, okay, fine. I don't know how to make this work. With Kevin Feige, it's more like, you know, insert this scene that sets up this. I think it's a bit more organized, but we'll see.
Oh.
Listen, he's losing his touch a bit, but like I mean, the 10 years that we had is pretty good. There's some bad stuff, but for the most part, it revolutionized and changed Hollywood. I don't know what to tell you.
To
It's
do
like,
23 movies and most of them are pretty good is an accomplishment. I'll give you that.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
Black Widow was god awful.
yeah.
And Eternals I didn't see, but you guys are basically talking about it as if it's one of the
But I
worst
feel
things
like-
I've missed.
But they're not really pillars. Like the thing is, if you're setting up a larger tapestry, Black Widow can kiss your ass because it's like it doesn't set up anything.
No.
And like Captain Marvel was a sort of fart noise,
Right.
and like freaking Eternals doesn't really set up anything either. So I don't think his energies were with those. He's like, yeah, it's cool we're making these. It's like I'm concentrating on Doctor Strange, which sets up these other freaking things and
Right.
Kang and all that. I'm concentrating on
Fair
like
enough.
freaking Thor 4 and all that, right? So I don't know. Like to me, Eternals. The problem with Eternals is so far removed from the MCU that like, I think even the audience understood it's not the MCU brand. When they're looking at these trailers, like everything's dark. There's no one recognizable, and it's not. It doesn't look like the tone even, right? So they're like, I'm not this. The MCU brand isn't with this thing, so I'm not watching it. And it's like the least earning like film or something, right? So
Yeah, like because nothing matches the comics really, you know, or there's always going to be something missing that someone loves. Like there's someone out there who loves something from a comic and they grew up reading that and then that's not in the movie and they're like, "Oh, that was in the movie." You know, so it's like you're never going to please everybody. So you're only left with the movie you're left with.
yeah,
So the movie I'm left with Black Widow, for me the first hour was really good, very exciting, and then it just got bad.
yeah.
bad,
As you
bad,
get
bad.
into the story, it's like
As they get
off.
into the story of
Yeah.
it, it's really bad. Eternals again starts off kind of interesting. They're fighting these creatures. You're like, okay, what's what's going on? And then you start to figure out like today we were eating. We always eat our lunch and then we kind of, so we pause for a second to wash up or whatever. And I paused. I was like, Jesus Christ, it's only an hour. There's another hour and a half. And then we're like,
Because you see the timeline. Like,
the
oh my
timeline when you
god,
press
that
pause.
phantom timeline that pops up. It reminds
Yeah.
you how you're wasting your life.
Yeah, and my wife's like, yo, we got to take a longer break. Then we can't just. We need
You know
to take
what?
A break.
I'll say this: Disney in the '70s made live action movies. They made a ton of those, and they're all overly long, boring messes, and they're
Yeah.
fondly remembered, like Pete's Dragon,
Yeah.
Bedknobs and Broomsticks,
Yeah.
The Cat from Outer Space. It's
Yeah.
like, but you watch them now, oh my god, they're like over 2 hours. They're like, why are they so long and boring? I don't remember any of this. Like, you only remember when the dead rise and fight the Nazis well, not Nazis, but the Germans in Bedknobs and Broomsticks. That's like maybe 6 minutes of that movie.
That and the animated in the soccer match. You remember the soccer match?
Yeah, I more
haven't
remember
seen
the
that in
dead
100
guys
years.
at the end.
I
That was
remember the
awesome.
soccer match. And I remember Portobello Road, the whole thing with because they just broke out into a musical.
Oh yeah, that was boring as shit though.
I thought it was great. I watched Bedknobs and Broomsticks a lot as a kid, and I really loved it as a kid.
I guess my point is those movies are better than than Eternals.
It's still like like the what was the one that Kurt Russell was in, the computer
He's
war
in 4 of them. Yeah.
Well, the one I remember is the computer war 10 issue.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Most
even as a
Strongest Boy,
kid,
yeah.
like I thought Tron was too long as a kid.
Well, I thought it was awesome, Tron. Yeah, I don't know why. I was the only one that liked that. No, everyone.
I've got all the toys from
Yeah,
the
friends
old
would come
toys.
over and they're like, "Oh, this sucks." And it's like, what the hell sucks about this movie? What are you
What
talking
friends did
about?
you have, Sean? What are you talking about? That's such
What?
a lie.
No, it's true.
Sean.
I grew up with kids not liking it. It's like, how does a kid not like Tron?
What?
How does any kid not
No
like Tron?
way.
How?
Who
In
are
the
these
mid
kids?
'80s, how does any child not like that movie?
I
No,
really
these
like Tron. Tron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are phantom kids you're talking about. This is
No,
not
it's
real
real
life.
kids, like cousins and stuff. It's
Oh
like,
my
what are you
God.
from Mars? What
No
the
way.
hell?
Mars.
Everyone likes Tron. It does feel long though. But
No,
like,
it never felt long to me.
a little bit. But it's
Yeah.
awesome. It's
Crawl is boring.
I know, but I love Crawl now. I
No,
don't
we're
care.
not getting.
I
no.
love Crawl, but Crawl
No.
is boring as piss.
It's not
I own
that
more
bad.
Crawl shit than probably all of you. So,
How
No,
can
no.
you?
What?
That has one of the best when they're on the horses and they're like riding
boring.
and you got that big
That's
epic
not boring.
score. I'm like, what are you talking about?
They chase those horses for 10 minutes, man.
No.
They're like clip clopping is like, it's the worst. Dude, Arkham, never watch. If you want to watch Tron, have a nice blanket and a pillow. You're gonna fall asleep. Man. Not Tron, sorry, Crawl.
Oh, Crow.
Yeah.
I cannot
Tron is cool. I saw Tron.
this
Yeah.
opinion of Kroll.
I always
Oh, yeah,
fall
the
asleep
hooker.
towards the swamp area. Swamp area is awesome, but like I wake up and I'm in the swamp area. I'm like, oh shit! I've never watched that movie without sleeping some point.
What,
in that
Crawl?
film. Yeah, Crawl.
No,
I don't
it's
know,
just
I
I
like
have
Crawl.
to try. I'm afraid to try again because I wanna maintain that record. I'm
I
like
don't
44.
do that.
I mean,
Did you guys ever watch I think it was Total Recall, the remake and everything
Yes,
like that?
it's awful.
Yeah.
I did not watch Arkham. There's some movies where you just need to say remake, like RoboCop. Like you can't replicate that movie. Total Recall was one of them. I didn't even
Like-
bother with it.
I like Tron, but I love Crawl.
You see that?
It's
Boom.
like it's the hierarchy, man. It's like
No, I love both movies, so I like.
I
both
love Crawl. Yeah, I will own how many copies of the freaking Marvel movie special. Every time I see that, because it's like $2 or $5. Every time I see these comic shows, I buy a copy and I have like a pile. So yeah, I love it.
Kroll was one of those movies we all grew up with, where it's like, this
Yeah.
is awesome.
No, you grew up
I
with
made a
it.
Crawl board game
Yeah, yeah.
because there's no board game for it.
Like
So
the
I
video
designed
game.
and the mountain actually moves as you play.
That's
so that
cool.
you
Oh, that's
know where-
awesome.
Yeah, I
Did you have
literally
the
made
quicksand? You had the quicksand, right?
I had everything. I only made 2 board games in my life. Crawl, board games. I make strategy action games all the time. You guys know that. You've played all
Yeah.
of them. But I've made 2 board games. Crawl and Night of the Comet.
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Mary Stuart Masterson?
Mary Stuart Masterson. Facebook messaged me and says, I want to see your board game. So I sent it to her.
Oh, that's awesome.
For Christ's sakes, I said I made a Night at the Comet board game. She's like, oh my God. So I sent her the blueprints of the game. So Arkham, she's the star of that movie. So the star of that movie asked me to show her the game I made. So that's pretty
You
cool.
know, my dad bought Night of the Comet on Blu-ray because he thought it was Year of the Comet.
Oh,
Oh.
but they didn't see the cover had zombies on
Well,
it and stuff.
he
like,
shows me the cover, and I'm like, "You like this movie?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a great family film." I'm like,
No.
"It is." That's not the movie I saw. It's like it's post-apocalyptic.
Like everyone dies.
everyone's dead. Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
dust or whatever.
Everyone's
Yeah.
everyone turns to dust or whatever. They're walking around with dust, like it's people floating in. It's like the
Yeah.
sky's red because
Yeah.
it's everyone's skin cells and stuff. It's like it's so
J-Man did a post-apocalyptic day where we saw
Yes.
4 of these,
yeah.
and
yeah,
this
we
was
did that.
the 4th one. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna. He watched. He's like, "Oh, it wasn't bad." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta
Chakotay's
find a
in it,
night of
right?
the comet GIF where I love the Uzis. Oh, I found a good one.
Are you guys going to watch? I think it's Miss Marvel or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll be frustrated with it, but sure.
I'm one of the people that doesn't is totally cool with that character. I read her comic. I read the Magnificent Ms. Marvel. There's 25 issues. I have all 25.
What happens if the show's not good?
I'm gonna beat it
We'll
up.
say it's not
Here's
good.
I'll tell you what. Let me. I'm gonna tell you honestly what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna watch the show. I'm gonna not like it. I'm gonna say I don't like it. Then everyone's gonna say I just don't like it because I don't want to see, a Muslim hero or something. That's what they're gonna say. Then I'm gonna pull out all my Ms. Marvel merchandise. And then I'm gonna say, now that I've showed you all the Ms. Marvel stuff I bought, show me all the Ms. Marvel stuff you bought, and then they won't respond to me. This happens. This happens on Facebook all the time. All with Captain Marvel. I was like, oh, the Captain Marvel movie, it wasn't that good. It was okay. I don't hate the Captain Marvel movie. It's not in my lowest Marvel. It's probably in the middle to low. And I like Brie Larson. So it's like, but everyone hates that movie. And I complained about it. I didn't give it a high. I gave it like a 5 out of 10 or something when I reviewed. I don't remember. I said 5 out of 10. Everyone's like, oh, you're an ass and all that. I'm like, I reviewed every issue of that series on my YouTube channel. I have a Captain Marvel tattoo right here. It's like I had an entire shelf of Captain Marvel stuff, but I got rid of it. But I have a huge statue of Captain Marvel, Brie Larson Captain Marvel from Endgame. And it's like, so I took a picture of all my Captain Marvel stuff and posted it. It said, show me a picture of your stuff. Nobody ever responds to it. Because then it's like, I actually buy the stuff that I talk about. It's the same thing with the Batman. No one's going to beat me. I have the soundtrack, the art book, all the toys. It's like, I pre-ordered the 4K. I can review that movie however I want to. It's like, I can say it's 10 out of 10. I could say it's 5 out of 10. No one can say shit to me. It's like, I read all the Batman comics. I have everything. It's like, go ahead.
Yeah, like I have like I bought the popcorn thing with the Batman. I bought the art book. I bought the Lego sets. I bought everything for the Batman.
The Lego sets didn't look too bad. Dude, we didn't have the I have the Captain Marvel popcorn tin. They didn't have the Batman tin, did they, Sean? Or
No,
Steve, do you
not
remember?
that I know of. It might be American,
good.
like AMC
I didn't see it.
stuff.
I
I
think it
can
was
show
only
you
in
mine.
America. I think it was only in America. We didn't have it here. We
Well, it's like that
sometimes-
Ghostbusters thing. I
We
wanted
didn't have that either.
and it was an AMC exclusive, right? So yeah.
I remember
We don't have
my mom
AMC.
had the Batman Begins full bucket,
No, yeah.
Was there a Batman Begins bucket?
but she bought the children's thing. They were like, I want nothing.
Oh.
She's like, we can sell you the children's thing. It comes in this Batman Begins bucket. She's like, all right.
Yeah, I still have my Doctor Strange topper, which looks really neat. You know,
Oh, I've got
some of those
Doctor
toppers
Strange.
are cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
got
some of
two-
them are.
Yeah, I've got 2 Captain Marvel. Actually, I have 3 Captain Marvels. I have the green. I have Veers, and then the 2 Captain Marvel costume ones. I have Hela. I have Gandalf. I have Hulk. I have Doctor
Oh.
Strange. I have others. I have a shit ton of those. 'cause
Hulk
I
from
always
what
buy
though?
those.
I'll show you what
Oh, you want
I,
to see
I
that? Let's
actually
see.
have it.
Oh,
Nice.
Whoa,
That's
hold on,
cool.
let me make you full screen. That's really cool. Oh no, we did not have
It's
that.
it's popcorn.
Oh my god! You
That's
guys
awesome.
got
Oh my god.
That's really neat.
That's
That's
So I
awesome.
can
man.
put popcorn in here and eat it and watch the Batman.
Oh
So it's
my
the
god.
Batman
That's,
thing.
that's
You
awesome.
guys,
I don't think we have anything like that here.
you guys got this comic thing, right?
Yeah.
When you went
Yeah,
to see
I
the
got
movie?
that.
Yeah,
I got
I
that,
think it's
yeah.
everywhere.
You know what they did, Sean? This is really cheating. They cheated on this. They put that in the Walmart blind pack.
Oh yeah,
that's cheating.
That's despicable. Yeah.
That's actually despicable.
It is despicable. Yeah.
It's $15 for those blind packs.
Oh my god. Yeah. And it's 3 comics, right?
I think DC gives you 4 and Marvel gives you 3 or
F Marvel then.
exactly.
I got that like as a variant cover, like he put like all the variant covers for the Batman and he gave it to me. Like I think it was fifth. Like I know variant covers are more expensive than regular covers. So, yeah, sometimes like depends where you live. I live in US, so it's like double the price.
Oh wow.
Really?
It really it's like it's $6 for comic books in the US and double the variant covers. The variant covers I think is $10.
It depends. Okay, so the way this works, and Sean, I think you would know this. I don't know if you guys know this. You have to order a certain quantity to get certain variant covers.
Yeah.
Right. So it depends on what your shop is. So I don't know the
It's
numbers.
incentive for them to order more.
Right.
It's
So
not for you, it's for them. Yeah.
It's for them. It's for them. Yeah. So let's say they have to order. Like, okay, do you remember the Keanu Reeves comic Berserker? That is BZR. So you could actually get a signed Keanu Reeves copy, but you had to order like 1,000. It's like you had to order 1,000 regular covers. You had to order like 500 variant cover of this, and then you'd get this variant which was signed.
Yeah.
And the whole point of that was to get the guys in the store to say, "Hey, I'll sell you this," and then people were selling them for like $1,000 because it's now his signature and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's how that works. So variant covers, it depends. Like I usually get Rob Liefeld's cover if it's something that matters, right? Like he did a bunch of Deadpool 30th anniversaries where Deadpool invaded everyone's cover.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right, so it's like the cover of She-Hulk, and then Deadpool's like,
Yeah, I get the normal cover. Like there's a variant cover for the latest action where it's Superman posing like that. And I got the normal one with the red. It's like, listen, I love Superman doing that, but like that's not in the comics. So
yeah, I always take the regular cover.
Yeah,
but
I also got the Lego set. I got.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Lego does the best.
Lego's the best. I know.
Lego does do the best.
And I actually thought like I did order the thing. Sorry.
I've got that book. Yeah, I got it.
No, the art. Yeah.
I finally got the art.
Yeah, me footing that last time.
Yeah. I showed everybody that last time.
Oh, I did. I forgot.
Yeah,
but like I love the art. I want Did you know that like before they put the art thing, that actually on the Warner Brothers I think site that they had a replica of the Batman cowl, the actual Batman replica cowl. It sold out so fast. It was like I think around $400 to $500.
Yeah.
And like I didn't get the notification in time because I get all the notifications. I really wanted to get it. It got sold out within a day.
Yeah, you got to act fast on stuff like that, though. Like, I'm a pre-order guy that, like, the problem, I used to collect the He-Man toys. They would sell out in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Like, you had to log in instantaneously to get stuff. It's crazy. But I pre-ordered Elita 1 Deluxe Edition, not from Hasbro Pulse, because I don't want to give them money directly. Yeah. I ordered it from Big Bad Toy Store.
Okay, good.
No, and Sean, it was $1 more. I'm like, I'll pay an extra $1 to not give.
I'll buy that for $1.
Oh, there you go. I'm gonna snip that for my thing. I'd rather pay $1 extra to Big Bad Toy Store versus give Hasbro Pulse money. Now I know Big Bad Toy Store is getting it from Hasbro Pulse, but what can I do?
Yeah, but they have to pay for that, so you're helping. You're helping out a smaller business.
I'm helping out right, exactly.
Yeah. I just got this guy. I never owned a Boglin fefor.
Let's see.
I got him like a few
my
god!
Oh, dude, yes.
I have to cut out the hole in the bottom
to put your hand through.
But also, I haven't opened this yet, so I have to open all this so I can undo the cage and everything and get him out. So yeah, I never owned one. I was like, you know what? Let me get one, man. And I got the normal looking one. They have other ones, but this is like the most Boglin looking Boglin I can find.
Dude, my buddy had that, and you could do the eyes and everything. It
Yeah,
was
it's
really
so
neat.
cool, man. Anyway,
That's old school. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think the last old school thing I bought. I haven't bought anything too old recently. Oh, you know what they have? I saw at Walmart. Ultimate Warrior was sold out. This is the perfect thing. You remember the old, the Warlord toys?
yeah.
Sean? Okay, so remember they did wrestlers like that. WCW did wrestlers like that. It was
Yeah.
like the He-Man style.
Yeah,
Then
I had one. Yeah.
They did the Masters of the Universe merged with He-Man, right?
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Masters of the Universe merged with wrestling.
Yeah.
Now, those are cool, but the dream is to have the He-Man origins, but as the real wrestlers.
Okay.
Like, not He-Manized.
Yeah. Not humanized. Yeah.
That is what they have. So, they had Hall, Nash, HBK, and Ultimate Warrior.
What's that called? Is that Mattel still, or?
I don't know. It's brand new right now at Walmart. I didn't buy any of them because I really wanted Ultimate Warrior and they didn't have them. They had everybody else though, Hall, and they have the NWO, so it's the real wrestlers, but it's the posability of He-Man Origins.
Yeah, the He-Man wrestler guys, they made a Mr. T, and I can't find that anywhere.
You can't find that
Like,
anywhere. That was hard to get.
Yeah.
What? How would I know? Like,
What's it even
WWE
called?
He-Man.
Because I know they made the Hasbro style ones where they all had an action pose, but those were like $15 to $20 each, and they're like this small. I was like, forget it. I don't know why they do that. It's like those 3¾ Marvel characters are like $20 each.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that's
They're like
garbage.
this, and some of them are just repaints. But they're $20.
Let me look at past 24 hours and see if I can find it.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's a lot of money.
damn. I just if you go to Wall, I was gonna take a picture for you. Crap.
Yeah.
Would have to be Mattel. Okay. Hey, Skeptic, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, Entertainment Earth has cool stuff too. Could not be reached to say. I got
Entertainment
my,
Earth is good too. Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
but the
I
thing
got-
is, I have a pile of loot. I already have a pile of loot with I already have a pile of loot going with Big Bad Toy Store because you can group your orders.
Oh yeah, okay.
So they're shipping me my King Features 3-pack, Phantom, and all that.
Yeah.
So they're shipping. Skeptic, we're gonna be done in like 10, 15 minutes. Anyways, I can send it. Here, I'll put the link if you really care.
Yeah.
I sent it to Arkham privately earlier because he messaged me. Okay, so you think Mattel WWE 5-inch?
Did you hear the news with Aquaman? I think it was Aquaman 2.
What's the news?
We all know, okay, I think it was somewhat confirmed that Mira's only gonna be in the movie, I think 10 to 15 minutes. Because of the situation. But also they're getting introduced Aqua Baby, so they're doing the Aqualad HBO Max series with I think his name's Jackson. What was his last name?
Oh yeah, it's Aqualad.
It's not the Aqualad. I think it's the new Aqualad, the Jackson one.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's
Dude, mute your
Skeptic,
YouTube.
mute your thing.
oh, sorry.
Drunk skeptic.
Anyway, they're going to tease him at the end of the movie, but there's supposedly in the movie they're when you have Arthur Curry Jr., Aqua Baby, and everything like that.
Yeah.
Supposedly he I think supposedly Black Manta murders Aqua Baby in front of Arthur.
Yeah, that happened in the comics.
Yeah.
I don't remember who murdered him exactly. Yeah, it must have been Black Manta. Black Manta murdered Aquaman's kid in the comics.
Yeah, that's gonna happen in the movie supposedly.
Oh, that's fucked. Oh my god. I want like a scene where he saves his baby or whatever, like in the Justice League show.
Yeah.
And loses his arm or whatever.
Yeah,
And that's why Aqua Baby's not around in the comics is because Black Manta murdered him, and you have two Aqualads. You have Calderon and you have Jackson.
So
and the Jackson one, they're gonna be that's the version that they're gonna be using to connect with the Aquaman universe with HBO Max and everything like that.
Right.
I read the Aqua family thing, like the Aquamans, like like I think it's pretty good. Like I don't mind I don't mind the new iteration of Aqualad. Like I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Private chat. Who's that? How'd you know? Okay, so these are the toys. See, look, they're like the regular wrestlers, but like He-Man ish. So this is pretty cool. Like,
It's cool, yeah.
and it's like NWO guys. So yeah, like this is at Walmart right now.
Huh.
My Walmart had at least 2 of each of them.
Cool.
So that's pretty neat. But so this is what I ordered. So, oops.
J-Man, you want to
Yeah,
pause?
job, man.
Yeah, this is what so this is what I ordered.
That's
That's cool.
RC.
No, it's
That's not
Elita
RC.
1. It's not RC.
It's
It's
Elita
Elita
1, yeah.
Who's she
Yeah.
from?
Transformers.
Which one?
All of it.
All of them.
Yeah.
But that's Optimus Prime's girlfriend.
This is Optimus Prime's girlfriend.
Where? When was this? I've watched G1 and I don't remember this.
The original G1, man.
She's from
What?
G1.
Yeah.
When did he get her girlfriend? I don't remember
Moonracer
this.
and like some other
She
woman.
went. So they showed the past where
Oh,
Elita 1 and Orion Pax were young,
Yeah.
and then they died or whatever, and then they were remade by what's the guy's name? Jackson? No, what's the guy's name?
Jackson Storm.
Orion Pax.
Yeah, who remade him?
I can't remember his name.
Is it that Jyaxis guy or whatever? However you
No,
pronounce his name?
it's the who becomes the pumped up guy. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who becomes what's his name? Why are they
I
names
know.
escaping me?
I know. Old age,
looking
man. I
up
don't know
now.
what's
I
happening.
don't know. Okay, look, hey, look. It's that Jyaxis or whatever his name is. I don't remember I don't know how to say his name. Anywho, so that's Elita 1.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
She's
about
right,
That episode. That was a good episode.
She's right there. So the one that's right there is the one from the War for Cybertron trilogy.
I don't know.
Alpha Trion?
You're probably pointing at
Alpha
like 6
Trion.
different things right now.
Jesus Christ. Alpha Trion. There you go.
Or can we get in shy or something?
What? No.
I pre-ordered the War for Cybertron art book.
Yeah.
I really like the War for Cybertron. I know everyone's kind of like not listening to me and
Yeah.
watching it, but like
No.
it was so good, man.
Speaking of not listening, Mark Hamill's Skeletor is awesome.
No, you're gonna get booted.
No.
Yeah, I will legit boot you.
You don't like him as... Oh, come on, that's not something you like. You don't like Mark Hamill as Skeletor?
I don't like anything about that garbage show.
Nothing at all.
No.
What show?
He-Man
He-Man.
Revelations.
Oh, didn't you say you love that show?
No.
What?
I can confirm in private. He said he loves that show.
Yeah, right. Everybody knows I hate it. I've been in so many fights over it. It's like,
You've
I
got fights?
actually. So, did you watch my thing? Because I actually have cells from the original cartoon. I have He-Man cells
Oh, yeah.
from the old cartoon. The actual what they actually used in the cartoon for real, like
Yeah.
the real ones. They're right there. It's like I've got Beastman, He-Man, She-Ra. I know I gave She-Ra to my cousin who loves She-Ra.
Yeah.
I've got 2 or 3 of these. It's like actually from the actual cartoon that they use for animation. They're really
That's
neat.
cool.
It's really neat. It's because they come out. It's just like the
Yeah,
figure.
yeah. I've
Oh,
always
it's like-
wanted
it's
to get
really
one
cool.
for the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
You have some from Super
I'll
Mario?
say this.
No, I don't, but I want one.
Oh,
I'll say this about the He-Man show. I think Mark Hamill did pretty good performance. Like he's good voice actor. Like
yeah.
he did amazing Joker. Like
Yeah.
he's
No,
very.
it's just that
Yeah.
I can't give any praise to it because it's just so bad.
Wait, didn't you say that Steven has it worse? Like he hates it even more than you? Or
Steven, no.
I didn't even watch it.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't even watch
I
it.
don't think Steve is not like a big He-Man guy, really. You watched the CGI cartoon though, didn't
Yeah.
you?
What I have the CGI cartoon. I obviously watched the original. I had a ton of the toys growing up, but
Aren't they making a season 2?
Season 2 of the CGI cartoon already aired. I watched the whole thing. I binged
No,
it.
not season 2 for that.
Revelation.
Revelation.
I
Because I remember there was an announcement. I think they said season 2.
I'd be surprised.
I'd be just it seemed very polarizing.
Like, where are they going from there? Yeah.
Everyone hated it. They okay. So just to put it in perspective, He-Man Revelations came out, and then months later, the CGI cartoon came out, and then the CGI cartoon already has a season 2 that's complete, and Revelation still has nothing, and it came out before the CGI one. So the CGI one came out, everyone liked it, and they made a season 2 right away. This is why you guys have to understand that they greenlight stuff very quick. Like, soon as Friday the 13th came out in 1980, they're like, oh shit, this made money. Part 2. Saw Part 2. Look at Saw. Every year there was a Saw movie. They're like, keep making these, making them. And then
For
people are like,
7 years.
For 7 years in a row.
Yeah.
Right?
The last one, I think it was Spiral.
Spiral.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
I like Spiral.
It was all right.
I just wish there was more death traps and stuff like that and brutal
Well, it's
kind of
not
thing.
Saw. It's Saw. It's like it's part of Saw, but it's not Jigsaw.
It's in the Saw universe.
It's in the Saw universe.
Yeah.
Right?
I gotta just want another Saw movie because I really like the Saw movies. Like,
so you know, I have the blood posters, right? Arkham, did you know that or no? So the guy Tobin Bell who plays Jigsaw, he gave his blood. So they took his blood and mixed it with red ink and printed posters with it. I've got 2 of those, limited edition. So I've got his blood on these posters. It's really cool.
I have one, and
You
you
have
gave
one?
it to
Oh,
me.
Steve, nice. That's awesome. Did
You should
I
clean
give
up
it
the
to
blood.
you?
I have one too.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
I gave you one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good job.
Dirty
That's the
poster.
best gift ever.
show the poster.
Oh,
it's in
rolled
the
up.
basement.
It's like I've got it rolled up, and I've got 2 of them.
Yeah, I
like-
got it rolled up.
like-
It's a very red poster.
Oh, I can tell you what, I'll show you what it looks like. Hold on, I can show you what it looks like online here.
Yeah.
Hold
It's
on.
heavy though. It's a heavier material.
J-Man's favorite subject was show and tell back in elementary school, I'm sure.
This is
I
it.
think that was a subject. That's not a subject.
Was that a subject? I thought that was just something you had to do in class.
This is it.
Yeah.
So Saw 3 limited edition poster. So the red is his blood.
So cool.
Yeah. So they used to do a
Oh,
blood
nerd.
drive every Saw movie. So that was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna log it off. This next week is like super busy. Literally every day I have something. So the next stream that I'm gonna be on is gonna be Steven and I doing our Tuesday wrestling thing, and then the next one after that. If you want to see us talk about Doctor Strange, we're gonna talk about it on Clobberin Times channel. I'm on it for sure. I think Sean, you're on it, right? If you don't have an invite, I'm inviting you because I already. So I'll just invite you. So that'll be for the Friday.
When's your Sonic 2 review?
Sorry.
When's your Sonic 2 review?
I won't see Sonic till it comes out. I'll get Sonic when it comes out on.
Oh, okay.
I like Sonic 1. I thought Sonic 1 was a very fun movie.
Sonic 2 was very good, and they're
It looks
also
even better. 2 looks even better.
they're
than
making a
that
Knuckles series also.
one. Knuckles is cool.
They're making a series on everything. They don't know what to do.
They announced this stuff before the second movie came out.
Did you guys want Sean? Sean, did you watch Sonic? Sonic?
Yeah, I loved it.
Okay. Did you watch it, Steve?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was neat.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, when we did our video game thing, I ranked it as 2 overall, and you're like, "How is it 2?" You're like, I liked it. It's not 2. It's like no, it was just underneath Mortal Kombat for me, like the original Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I liked it. I thought it was really neat. So yeah, part 2 looks part 2 looks better.
No, 2 is like, let's go all in. It's like Knuckles is in it,
Knuckles,
Tails
Tails.
in it. They
I
fight a
love
big
Tails.
like robot at the end, like in the video games. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've already
looks
seen
amazing.
the post-credits scene.
Don't spoil it. Like
Okay.
I already saw it, but did I know
I
J-Man
won't
didn't.
spoil it.
Did the rest of you guys see the
Just
second?
saying.
Movies together.
I'm just saying there's a post-credit scene. That's all.
Yeah, if I didn't see it, then Steve and Sean didn't see it. Well, Steve sometimes ventures out to the unknown to go see weird movies that no one cares
I was
about.
never a Genesis
I
fan.
know.
It
Oh, I
wouldn't
saw
mean-
that Nicolas Cage movie.
So
Were
people
you more
care
of a
about
Yoshi's
that.
Island kind of guy?
Yeah, so he saw the Nicolas Cage movie, so there's that. So people care about that movie. I think.
Yeah.
Is it like the treasure ones and stuff like that?
No,
No, it's where he plays himself. It's the unbearable weight of massive talent.
which
he plays himself.
Which
Just came
describes my channel. Okay, guys, let's go to He-Man for our final words.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.